What is it like to be married? I know. I know. I will talk to you about the day. I don't have the pictures yet, but I will explain what happened. Ugh. Bring the sun shit down here. Yeah. What's up, YouTube? How are you doing? I got something around my finger now. Chose a nice platinum design, and my fiance designed her own ring. I designed my own ring as well, custom in from Cape Town, because we do like the background of my fiance in the rings while she lives in Europe, and so do I, of course. But yeah, I will talk to you about today. And of course, in this live stream, we're gonna do Elliott Waves as well, analyze the chart, and then have some time for chatting and Q&A, because the ladies are out the house. They are shopping in Rotterdam. They are gonna do their nails somewhere in Gouda, and I don't know, they're gonna enjoy their day. I'm gonna enjoy mine with you lots. So priorities straight. Okay, what's up, YouTube? How you doing? Back from boarding the slopes to ride the wave down. Douwe, you're somewhere in Austria, Switzerland, France, Poland. It's a good place to snowboard as well. Good to have you here. Welcome, welcome back inside into the chat. I'm also a snowboarder, by the way. But where are you currently at, Douwe? BTC game over, or we're gonna analyze the chart. Don't you worry, we're gonna analyze the chart. Thanks, Time Alone. What's up? How you doing? Admin USA, welcome. How was the best day of your life? Not yet. This was the paper wedding. I mean, the thing is, it's the paper wedding is the nitty and gritty. It's the signing of the documents. It's the official stuff. But the party, the dress, the suit, the whole thing happens on the 9th of March. And I think, personally, that day is going to be a lot more spectacular than it was yesterday. As yesterday is more formal, and the 9th of March is more party. But also, all like family and friends, everyone travels to the other side of the world, but I'll chat to it in a second. But nonetheless, Lucas, it was a great day. It was great to have the people there, and I'll chat in more detail in a second. Yeah, Flotty, welcome. Davey, how you doing? Sharon, hit the heart, Flotty, exactly. Ta-ta-ta. There you go, this one. Time Alone, thank you. Rob, thanks. Sharon, you look so happy. It was a good day. We married the lady that gave me the sandies when I did the alt stream. There we go. After 6 years, it's a fact, no? What is it like to be married? I actually don't know yet, right? It's not even 24 hours on paper. So already in a slur. Yeah, already trying to get out. Oh, watch out what you say, no? Sarika, how you doing? Christian, thank you. Appreciate it. And admin as well. One Izudin, thanks for your comment this morning as well. What's up? How you doing? Wati, good to have you here. Good night from India. Good afternoon from the Netherlands. Good to have you here. Rafiki, what's up? Home got back yesterday, was in France. Awesome. Had a little man go down the slope. Oh, you put the little man on a snowboard or skis? Is he following his dad, or potentially, I don't know what the mum does, all right? But did you put him on one plank or two planks? Thanks, Jandu. Tom Martinak, welcome. Good to have you here. Okay. We're going to start skis. Next year will be snowboard. I understand. A little bit of a feeling for the snow first before the, they always say, like, I'm a snowboarder myself, and they tend to say skiing is easier to pick up. Snowboarding is more difficult to pick up, but skiing is more difficult to perfect compared to snowboarding. Now, I don't know what's true or not. I just focus on myself when I go down the slope on my snowboard. But yeah, it's nice to see kids grow up on the mountains, and it's fun to see those little ones going fast as well. You're like, how is this 5-year-old going down the mountain faster than I do? Falling on a board is worse. What I dislike with skis is I don't like to have two planks on my feet, the one going right and the other going left. And when you fall, I have two things that can get stuck. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not having it. I also think snowboarding looks cooler, to be honest. But yeah, personal preference. Hey, what's up, NK? How you doing? Okay, so structured. Yeah, I don't know. I like snowboarding very much so. But we're gonna talk about yesterday. Again, I don't have the pictures yet. Once I have some pictures, I'll show you some pics. But Ted Lee, I'll answer your question in a second as well. But yesterday, for the ones that do not know, I got married. And that is the paper wedding, as I like to call it, because the paper wedding is where you sign the stuff. And the ceremony and the whole party thing is going to be on the 9th of March in Cape Town, South Africa. So this was in the Netherlands yesterday. And we had family coming over, my family, together. Like I have two brothers, my parents, my brothers and their girlfriends were there as well. Two friends of my fiance, the sister of my fiance. As regular viewers here will know that my fiance's sister flew from South Africa to the Netherlands to attend the ceremony we had yesterday here locally. So the paper wedding. So that my fiance had at least one family member, like true family member here, and her sister is great. So she was here since Wednesday. That's why the content has a little bit like, you know, was a bit less and less structured because we have an international guest. So, yeah, I wasn't nervous actually until we drove to the location where everything happened in the car. That's when it slowly started, and then we are the ones that enter the room last, right? It's a beautiful space. So it's we live in Gouda, so it was at the municipality, and it's a beautiful space. It's the Raadzaal. It's a big room, very nice, and everyone was sitting there, and then we walk in, and it's not yet with the dress and the suit and the stuff, but you dress nice, right? So we walk in. My fiance had a bouquet as well because my mom surprised her with a bouquet, and that was really, really cool. Like white roses with some green stuff and and a white lint, you know, to hold it. And then pretty much you sit down in the center, people are around you, and the wedding officiant starts talking, and he talks about your story, first your individual story, then the story together, your future, and then so it's a lot of listening because the preparation kind of has already been done. And then it's the signing. So we sign the documents first Ashley, then I, and then my two brothers, who are my witnesses, signed the document, and then the two friends of Ashley signed it, because we actually didn't know yet that her sister would come before she chose her witnesses. But that was no problem. Her sister was the ring bearer, I suppose, like she was the one that brought the rings, and then afterwards it's the pictures, it's everything. Now we also had a live stream running, so her South African family could actually jump on an online video call and watch the whole ceremony live as well. So that was cool. That at least the family was, I suppose, there during the paper wedding ceremony, and they could watch and they could hear what was happening. We engaged with them as well. And then afterwards, it's the pictures. Now my dad is a hobby photographer, and he makes awesome pictures, and he has like this big camera, bought a new lens as well. I don't know, thousands of euros in that camera, but he has won prizes and stuff, and so he brought his camera along to take pictures as well. Now, as he does, he takes the pictures and then he edits the pictures afterwards. So I don't have any pictures yet. I don't have any material. But once I got some stuff, I'll make sure to show it on a live stream. So, and if you're curious about my dad, by the way, and his pictures, that's his website. So I'm pretty sure those pictures will not be publicly shared. This is, by the way, the picture that won him an award in the Netherlands, which is pretty cool. So he took this one. Yeah, he makes pictures of a lot of stuff, and yeah, you know what I mean. So there's lots of things here. Some won awards, some haven't. Some are with his older camera, some newer. But he has this insane camera now, and he's the one that took the pictures. So, where's the ring? There it is, my man. So it's a platinum custom-made ring in Cape Town, and I want to keep it simple as well. I'm not really a gold person, but platinum is most durable, which I need because I tend to break stuff. I also didn't want to have a boring ring, so my ring has a line, can you see it? You can, right? It has like a cut on the 1/3 upper side of the ring, or down. I mean, depends how I hold it, if you know what I mean, right? So you can see it, right? If I move it, you can probably see the band there. And inside the ring, it says, and that's the quote that we have in our relationship since we are engaged. So we are now 6 years together, but since we're engaged since 1.5 years, the quote that we have is "Let's make memories." So that's engraved in both of the rings, and I cannot see that because you can barely read that on a webcam. So so yeah. Is your ring a cold wallet? Yeah, I can plug it in. So yeah, that is what happened yesterday. And quite exciting, no? Very exciting. And today my fiance and her sister are out and about. And I had some time, and I wanted to go live as well. As content is difficult when you have a guest here from the other side of the world, and then you're marrying as well and all this stuff. But I wanted to go live this afternoon. So that is what happened. So we're gonna go into Elliott Waves next, and then we go in chatting and Q&A, and of course I'll answer as many questions as I can. Now there was a question here about Tug of War. Welcome, by the way. A question about, where is it? Oh, here, Ted Lee. Stuck in an ETH short. Now, I don't trade ETH really. I mean, I kind of start to, I suppose, in a way, but I'm still pretty much stuck to Bitcoin, got to be honest. But the thing is, this very much depends on your plan. So I also think it's good immediately at the beginning to talk about what you should do before asking the question, because I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you to close it or to hold it. From my own experience, because I've been in this scenario in the past, from my own experience, I learned that for myself, it works best if I close it. But that's because of my emotional state. I don't know what you're going to do, what you should do, but that's on me, right? It's for me. Because even if price goes back to your entry, like imagine you close it and it goes back to your entry, and you could have closed at break even, right? What's the mistake? What are you going to be most angry about? Are you going to be most angry about closing in a loss instead of break even? Or are you going to be most angry for the fact you entered a position which was wrong? It should be number 2, but it's likely number 1, which is, of course, a wrong choice. Now, for me personally, as mentioned, I've experienced this in the past. For me, it works best to close. Luckily, I don't get myself into these scenarios anymore. To close, and even if price then comes back down to my entry, I can't be angry for closing. Reason why: I should be angry for not having a plan, for not having a stop loss, for not having an invalidation, for not having a strategy, for not having data on what I should do. That is the problem. So what I recommend you to do is, whatever you do with your position, which is none of my business, you should go through these 6 steps. And I highlight them shortly, and then we go into Elliott Waves, which is, of course, what we do here on the channel, right? So before, and this is something I do recommend, before you enter your next trade, you're going to follow these 6 steps, which is for many people a challenge. Step 1, try as many free tools as you can on TradingView. The different tools here, different indicators, as long as it's free, you're good, right? Step 2, find your favorite tools, build statistics on your tools, right? What happens when the XYZ tool gets hit or triggered or the indicator says this? What happened? You build statistics. Step 3 is combine some of your favorite tools, right? And then build more statistics, because now that you combine them, you're starting to create a strategy, right? Build more statistics. Step 4 is tweaking and adjusting. Add something, remove something, see what it does with your statistics. Win rate, risk reward ratio, most profitable days, best session, best entry, stop loss positioning, whatever it is. Step 5, start trading your combination of tools with a low budget, right? And work on your trading psychology. And then step 6 is up your budget, up your portfolio with money you can lose, right? Slowly, right? Up it slowly so you get used to bigger losses, because getting used to the bigger wins is easy. Follow these 6 steps and you have a great probability, one should say in trading, high probability of being a consistent, profitable trader. Unfortunately, many people fail at step 2. And the reason is they don't want to build statistics. Because that's the boring part. That's what you don't see. All right. Where were we? So thanks, Space Monk. Appreciate it. AK. LJ, what's up? How are you doing? You married yet? Officially, yes. Where's the ring? Oh, I showed it just now, right? Where's the ball and the chain? It's around my ankle. It's around my ankle. It's a ball and a chain that's made of like wool and stuff, but it's very strong. So when I walk around here, you won't hear it, but it's there. It's there. You know, I have one free leg, right? I have one free leg, but the other one, you know, stuck. You know, that's how it goes. Yeah. So my dad is a hobby photographer, but he takes his work very serious. And the pictures of my dad also appear in newspapers. He's a photographer at the Dutch national the Dutch national team of handball, the women handball as well, where he knows the team. He sometimes gets invited and takes some pictures, and also in the National Handball Federation building, one of the walls have his picture on the wall, which is really cool. So yeah, he's doing an amazing job with the pics, and he was our photographer as well yesterday. So he was the one that took the pictures. Also this one, reproduction. We're entrepreneurial, not yet. My fiance is starting her own business in April, so first focus on the career, but yeah, can't deny it will come. Absolutely. I have the little rats walking around. Kunz is entering wave 3 of relationship. Oh wait, yes, it's my wife now. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta get used to it. Everyone, it's not even 24 hours. Okay, give me a break here. It's not even 24 hours. I gotta get used to my terminology. It's my wife now. Shit, man, I sound so old when I say this. Are you practicing maybe making a baby yet? Practice, man. We're already in qualifying, but we're not yet in the race, right? The race that will come. The 9 months. What's up, H Stripes? How you doing, George? Good to have you out. Better to average out. Yeah, everyone for themselves. Yeah, there's many ways to get out, get in. It just really depends on your plan. So yeah, I trade futures. So what's up, Devanshu? When in the 6-step plan to build stats, do you use a trading account to safely test trades? No, the moment I'm at step 5, I immediately go to real. I don't do demo trading. I don't recommend demo trading because it doesn't work with psychology. You don't feel it. You don't. Step 5 is start with low money, work on trading psychology. While you trade with real money, which should be low budget, it already has an effect on trading psychology, but then also you work on additional stuff, right? More trading psychology things. I do not recommend demo trading because it's just a waste. Honestly, it's a bit of a waste of time. It's just put $5, $10, $100, $50, whatever is very low for you, and start with that. Because demo trading is like, oh, look, I can go 100x with 100K random money, fake money account, and oh, I am profitable. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, and now I switch to a real account and I can't do shit. I'm actually a noob. Oh man, I'm failing again. Oh wait, I have a lucky trade. Oh no, I'm not consistently profitable. It's like, it's for me, it's a waste of time, the demo trading stuff. Just get into real money, put on like $50 and start trading with the $50 instead. That is much, for me, I think that's much better. Yeah, I don't see the value of demo trading at all, because it doesn't help you with psychology, because it's fake and you know it's fake. So if you lose 50k out of your 100k fake money account, you're like, well, you know, just another day. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that's in Diamond, because that's what we do in Diamond, is help people to create their strategy as well, with all the different Excel sheets and everything. Yes. And actually, Bobby, I don't know if Bobby is here, but Bobby is actively using it now, which is great to see in Diamond. Unfortunately, she's not. No. I'm actually the one that does the cleaning. She does cook more often, but I like to clean. I actually don't mind cleaning. I got it from my mom. So yeah, we lost another one. Good to have you here as well, Flotty. Whoa, Watty. Mate, this happened once before. Watty and Flotty, I don't know. It's too close. Watty, what's up? How are you doing? Are you going to use Elliott Waves on the ovulation chart? Yeah. Oh, so, looks a bit like a blow off top, no? Anyone remembers? Right, what this looks like? What, like 2018? Oh, here. Oh no, 17. I mean, we're pretty close, huh? Okay, it's time to get serious. Time to get into Elliott Waves. We'll do the chatting and Q&A after, everyone, and go into the jokes and all the stuff. So let's get started, shall we? Because we have stuff to talk about, don't we? I will cover some of the stuff that has been mentioned in the morning update, but because it is a live stream, I can elaborate a little bit more on some of these things, which I always think is interesting also for the people that watch the morning update. So I have the same folders here, and what we're also going to do is actually take a bit of a closer look on the structure that is forming in this range over here. And we're going to look at the 1 hour CVD as well, because holy moly, is it moving down sharply, right? So that is also what I say with the CVD divergences in the morning update is, you know, you got higher low here, but much lower lows on the CVD in blue, and also on yellow. So that makes it interesting. And it's a 1 hour, 4 hour CVD. So I prefer to see local strength and 15 min or something, 5 min CVD as well, turning bullish. But this is at least something I consider as well. So let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. So yeah. Maybe a band-aid, maybe a band-aid. This stream is not an 18 plus, right? Moonboot boy, man, on the daily basis now. Okay, it is minute 27, and we're gonna start the analysis. So let's get serious, and then we get to the chatting and Q&A afterwards. Cool. Welcome, Rex. How you doing? So this volume profile for me is something I tend to start the day with. Weekly time frame, looking where we are, right? We spent a lot of time in this range over here in 2021 and also the beginning of 2022. Currently, we have pumped through the volume profile and are now above. Now, generally, from a range trading perspective, not necessarily Elliott Waves per se, but actually from an Elliott Wave perspective, we have some scenarios that lead to the same consequence. From a range trading perspective, it's very rare to have a deviation outside the range, come back in the range, and immediately continue to the other side. Most commonly, you spend some time in this range just like you did previously. Now, with that in mind, we have some Elliott Wave scenarios that would lead to this as well, which has currently a high probability. Because if we look at the volume, we are closing a weekly candle above. You can see it's nicely respected. Support, support, arguably support, resistance, 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 point of control over here. Here it was resistance, right? Bit of support, but here this is the most beautiful one, support, value area high, resistance. It's very, very nice. We're now closing above this value area high, but there is absolutely the potential for a deviation, right? So we are now at resistance. We have a couple of resistance levels above us. Arguably at the moment, the biggest one is this weekly gap here. 53.3K is the high of the gap. We closed the weekly candle in this gap, so generally probabilities are higher to fill the gap. Then we have another gap up here, 59.5K, 62.3K, right? So there's definitely some interesting areas above us. But one of the things I do like to see for a breakout, a serious breakout, is volume. Something I'm struggling with in this move to the upside. So yeah, we have a bit of a move above the range here, possibly a retest. But if we do continue to the upside and we are thinking about all-time highs and 100K and whatever the moon boys say nowadays, 500K, maybe it's 1 million already, we want to see volume, and it's very weak at the moment, right? It's a bit like it's even slowing down between the candle that created the low and the candle of the breakout, right? It's a lower amount of volume in that weekly candle. It's a weekly candle. So I definitely want to see volume pick up if we continue towards the upside, right? So in this area, that is where price needs to show it wants to continue in a wave 3, because then we're looking for a 1, 2, and a bigger 3 to the upside, right? But at the moment, we can't yet label that as the highest probability scenario. Currently, on a daily time frame, probabilities are higher for a 5-wave impulsive structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the volume chart as well. It's a beautiful representation of what you like to see in an impulse to the upside. Couple of 1, 2s. Volume over here is pretty stable. You can see that in the move towards the upside, right? Volume over here, especially with the peaks, average volume is increasing. We have a high over here, wave 3 as well, right? And then eventually we get a 4, volume moving down, and another high on lower volume. That is wave 5 style. Another high. But volume, actually during this move to the upside, the volume is slowing down, right? So from pretty much this candle, volume is slowing down. And that's also something you like to see when you have your wave 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And then eventually you get into 4, 5 price action. You want to see volume slowing down. But also volume here is slowing down compared to the volume that we had over here, right? So that is interesting on a daily time frame. So at the moment, keeping an eye on this, but we want to see local weakness. As long as we don't really see local weakness, we're not thinking about bigger corrections to the downside. We're not thinking about getting back in the range. If we do get back in the range, right, we want to see a retest and we can continue to range. Bit of an order block here as well, right? This is a little bit of support here, 49.9K, 49.7K, and generally this area between 50.5 and 49.5K is very important support, because that is the high of the range. You don't want to re-enter that area. If so, probabilities are high to continue the range. Most common target area here for this wave 5 is between the 1.236 and the 1.618, 51.6K, 55.6K. If we are looking at a finished structure soon, there is 2 scenarios that you have to keep in mind. So keep in mind this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which then leads to either the bullish scenario, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right inside wave 1. And then we're looking for a correction to the downside, which would be nice from a range perspective. You enter the range again, retest, continuation to the point of control, maybe even the lower end of the range before continuation. These fibs are pulled from the low to the current high that we have. If we make another high here, the fibs move to the upside, because we have to move it from the start to the end of the green wave 1. So if price moves up, the fibs will move up as well, right? Currently, however, the common target area for a 205,786 in perfect confluence with the point of control and the value area low, 38.9K, 30.9K. The 382 less common for a wave 2, right? 42.2k. 886 is a rare target for a wave 2, and honestly, you do not want to hit the 886. Now, because it's also below the very important support resistance level. So you definitely don't want to drop below 30.6k. In other words, in a bullish scenario, you preferably do not see 20k levels ever again. At least not in the upcoming minimum year, 2 years time. The bearish scenario here is our A, B, C structure. 3-wave move to the upside, 5, 3, 5. Currently ranging above the 1.618, as you can see. Let me actually go to a weekly time frame here. So above the 1.618, right? The 1.618 is still a common target for a wave C. But the moment we move above the 1.618, probabilities are a bit higher for impulses compared to wave Cs. However, a wave C can extend to the 2.618, even a 3.618 at times, right? So it's not that it invalidates a wave C, but the probabilities slowly switch towards more bullish scenarios compared to a macro bearish scenario. We continue to keep an eye on this, right? An alternative is that this move to the upside here is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then a correction, but it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished. A second 2 is already in, and this is a new one, right? So what we are then looking for, so just to make it clear for people that don't really understand Elliott waves too much, right? 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, currently the higher probability, which then leads to this scenario, finishing 1 and a 2, or the bearish scenario, finishing C, lower prices. The thing is, we expect the same price action. We expect a retracement to the downside. Once a retracement then starts, that is when we figure out what we're in, right? But at the moment, bullish scenarios do have higher probabilities compared to bearish scenarios. But in both cases, you would expect a retracement. Of course, price can move to the upside. We're going to analyze this range in a second, right? But eventually, you expect a bit of a move down. The alternative is that we're also looking for a wave 1 to finish, but it's a lower degree. So now we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, we're looking for another one, and then we continue in a 3. Here, your 5 waves are already finished. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in. 4 or a wave 2 here is in. And now you're looking for your next wave 1, right? 1, 2, and eventually at the end of 1, we look for a retracement in a wave 2. Now with regards to the range, preferably here, you would like price to move up a little bit further, so that the 3-wave correction for this wave 2, right, has a target on top of the range, so that you don't fall back inside the range. Because the moment you fall back inside the range and retest the value area high, probabilities are higher to move down to the point of control, but that would be an invalidation. Invalidation for this scenario is price moving below this low. So if we take a fib from the current low to the current high over here, or the low over here to the high, we toggle on the wave 2 target area. Then this is your, let me have put the prices on, oops, not reverse, prices. All right, your common target area for your wave 2 is between the 05 and 786, 45.7, 41.6, 382, less common, 886, rare, right? But all of these fibs are below the value area high, which is not really what we like to see per se, right? So preferably, what we want to see here is price move up a bit higher. Now keep in mind the resistance areas that we have. Where is it? Weekly gap. Price to move up a bit higher, maybe even reach the 59.5k area, right? We have a resistance area in between as well, by the way, which is this blue box. If it rejects at this blue box, then the 382 is in confluence with the value area high. If we move up towards the plus minus 60k levels, the 0.5 is in confluence with the value area high, and the 0.5 is a common target for a wave 2. So that's when things really start to get interesting, right? So the higher price moves here, the higher the probability for the value area high, 51.5k to 49k, to act as support, right? Especially in this scenario, that is then what you like to see. And then we want to see a wave 3 to the upside, and continuation, right? So to much higher levels. So if we then finally go to the lower time frames, this is when things start to get very, very interesting. First of all, by the way, I saw it in the corner of my eye, maybe a band-aid. Wedding gifts for the newlyweds. You're a good man. I wish you all the best. Thanks. Maybe can I heart this? Oh, there you go. Thanks. Maybe a band-aid. That's incredibly kind of you. Appreciate your support as well here for already a very long time on the channel. And this is amazing. Wait, let me wait. I need to screenshot this because I need to send this to my fiance. 1 second here. Screenshotting. There we go. Screenshot made. Ta-da! Right, screenshot made. Gonna send this to my fiance. Wife. Oh man, I gotta get used to this. Hey, holy moly! I'm saying fiance still. Send this. There we go on WhatsApp. Okay, send. She's gonna have a laughter when she sees that. That's very kind of you. Maybe a band-aid. Thanks for your I want to say for your support, but that sounds a bit weird. Of course, thanks for your I guess in a way support. Not that we need support to be a marriage couple, but thank you. That's very kind of you. Significant other. Yeah, maybe that's another term that I can use as well. Yeah, thanks, maybe, Ben. That's really cool. Thanks. I'm curious to see when my fiance gives a response. I will let you know. So she's out and about at the moment. She's not home. So let's see when she's gonna reply. Let's call it the gift. Yeah, thanks, Sushant. Exactly. Thanks for the gift. Thanks, maybe a band-aid. That's awesome. Dara, absolutely. We're gonna cover that in a second. So locally, your bullish scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now here we are comparing this wave 2 with this wave 4. Time-wise, this wave 4 now is taking a lot of time, which lowers the probabilities for this particular impulsive structure, right? Because this wave 4, this low is made after the 5 fib time. The vertical lines on your chart are taken from the high to the low of 2 to the high of wave 3 here, comparing wave 2 with wave 4. Preferably a wave 4 is made between the 1 to 1 and the 4 fib time. But that's not the case, right? So the longer this is ranging, it lowers the probabilities for this exact count here, right? And the most common target for a 4 is the green box, and then again, less common is the 146. Invalidation is the 0.618 for this wave 4 to the upside, right? Because we are currently at the 6 fib time, that's also why the probabilities are neutral. Now, I call it neutral. I would arguably still have a little bit of a higher probability for bullish continuation based on two things, which I'll say in a second, but I need to see Elliott Wave support for this, which I don't yet see. So that I'm waiting for new info to come in. The alternative to this scenario is that you're going to move your wave 3 here, right? Let me remove these sub things here, so that you're going to move your 3 up here. But the problem is that then everything moves to the right, right? So blue and 5 moves up, and the white 5 moves up, and then we have a range here that stays. I don't know how I can wait. I have this here. Wait. It's this one. Yes. So here, right, everything is made in preparation of a wave 4, right? This is now your high of 3, so it moved from here to here. The problem here is that this range, right, in a wave 4 needs to have a wave 2 somewhere here. I did see a count somewhere in the group where it was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So there is a potential there. And this is definitely a scenario I keep in mind as well. That's why I have a folder. So that is the alternative that I am going to keep an eye on. But what I am waiting for is local support for bullish continuation, meaning I want to see local strength, local structures that give the most confidence. Now, the bearish scenario, of course, is that your wave 5 is in, and we're going to move towards the downside for a bigger corrective structure. Now, if we then look and zoom in, then if this is the high of a 5, there's only 3 structures that matter. If you look for more downside, it's an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but there's way too much overlap over here in an impulse. You want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no overlap between 1 and 4, lots of overlap over here, so we don't think about an impulse. Then we have a double 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, but then we want to eventually see a wave 3 to the downside, and also preferably we want to see bearish CVD divergences stack up, but we don't have bearish CVD divergences with these highs over here, right? Lower highs on price, not higher highs on the CVD. That's something that I would like to see. Another thing that does lower the probabilities for a 1, 2, 1, 2 is that your second wave 1, in this case, is longer in time than your first wave 1. Your second wave 2 is longer in time than your first wave 2, while it's a lower degree. This is your highest degree, 1, 2, and then eventually 3, 4, 5. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing 3, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then this third wave 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You need another 2. This last wave 1 is longer in time than these 2. So it doesn't look too great. If price is going to move above this high, a triple 1, 2 is invalidated, but generally low probabilities, which then leaves us with a diagonal. Now a diagonal in a leading diagonal can have 2 structures. You can have a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, meaning impulse, zigzag, impulse, zigzag, impulse, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you have a 3, zigzag, 3, zigzag, 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 zigzag. All of the waves are zigzag structures, right? Every wave is a 3-wave move. In this diagonal here, right, if this now is a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, that would be bearish. Because an ending diagonal for a flat A, B, C can only be a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Meaning for an ending diagonal to end wave C and then move up and continue, you need to see your first structure, second structure, third, fourth, fifth. So we're still looking for diamond, right? That is basically what we're looking for in an ending diagonal. In the bearish scenario, you could have a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 and then move up. Of course, the invalidation is this high. So in the bearish scenario, if 5 is in, we're looking for a diagonal which can either be impulse, 3-wave correction, impulse, 3-wave correction, impulse, move up in a 2, continue down in a 3. Preferably also bearish CVD divergences, honestly. So then we talk about this range, right? The reason why I said that I still have a bit higher probabilities for the bullish scenario is twofold. And it's slim, right? It's not a too big of a difference at the moment, because I want to see local strength from an Elliott Wave point of view. But first of all, the first reason is we have CVD looking bullish on a 1 to 4 hour time frame. Now, as mentioned, CVD is best used on a 3-minute, 5-minute, 50-minute, 30-minute. But I do keep an eye on the 1 hour and the 4 hour CVD. And just like we saw, we saw during this move to the upside here, right? Here, price, higher highs, or high lows, high lows, high lows. Look at the CVD, right? And then we had here, higher low in price, lower low on blue, which was here. And we moved to the upside. Next range, CVD tanking, right? Higher low, lower low on the 4 hour, right? So it's definitely something I like to keep in mind. And now here we have a range, but compared to previous ranges, these wave 4s here, you can see higher low, lower low. So with this in mind, of course, this would add some probabilities to the bullish scenario, right? Now, from an Elliott Wave point of view, so that's CVD point of view. From an Elliott Wave point of view, we got the high here. Ooh. I was thinking about including this particular part in a morning update video, but I thought it was going to be too complex, so I could better explain it in a live stream. Finally, if we are looking for this to be the end of a wave 5, we need to end it with an impulsive structure. Impulse or a diagonal. If we look at this being a diagonal, then first of all, it's an expanding diagonal, which is always rare, because an expanding diagonal is never preferred unless all of the other stuff fails. However, besides this looking like then an expanding diagonal, we have a little bit of a problem, which was also shown by, I go to Discord, some Thai MZ. So here, some Thai MZ here was writing wave 3 is the shortest, which is correct. Because we are looking here for then in an ending diagonal wave 5, you need zigzags in all of the waves, right? Your wave 3 is shorter than your wave 1. The 1-to-1 is here. We didn't tap the 1-to-1. But in an expanding diagonal, that's not really what we want to see, but it does not invalidate it. But the problem here is that your wave 5 is longer than your wave 3. So your wave 3 is shorter than your 1, but your wave 5 is longer than your wave 3. Wave 3 being the shortest, that's never allowed in a impulsive structure, same with a diagonal, right? So wave 3 can't be the shortest, but it is the shortest because wave 1 is longer and wave 5 is longer. That's a problem. So therefore, we cannot really count this as an ending diagonal structure, which therefore means, to answer the question of Bettina, I'm actually not sure if Bettina is here, but she had a question earlier today. Where is it? Oh, here. Therefore, I don't really like to put this wave 4 here. I need to put it here. But then we have a bit of a struggle. So this is nitpicking, right? What we're doing now. But then we have to put wave 4 here because an ending diagonal is not looking too great. But if we put wave 4 here, then this is your corrective structure, which leads to a bit of a problem because it's not a flat, because wave B is not high enough. So for a flat, A, B, 5 wave C, a running flat where wave C doesn't take the low of A, wave B still needs to hit at least the 0.9, which it didn't. It didn't even hit the 886, right? It hit the 786, but that's not high enough for a flat. You can't. So then an ABC flat is out of the question. So then we can look at a zigzag, 5, 3, 5. Now that is a very long wave B. Take a fib here from the high to the low to the high. Toggle on zigzag targets. Right, so now we're looking for a zigzag. A, B, C, right? Not nice. We didn't hit the common target area for a zigzag, which is between the 1 and the 1.236, right? We only hit the rare target being the 0.618, which is rare for a reason. So potential, but then that means this has to be a flat structure. Take a fib from the low to the high here. Right, works. Don't forget we're looking then at an ABC, but we didn't take this high, so it's a running flat. A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave C, running flat, right? A, B, C. And a running flat is rare. So then we have an A, B, C, where C hits the 0.618, which is a rare target, and inside B we have a running flat, which is also rare, so it doesn't really help with the probabilities, right? And then finally you have a WXY, but that's awkward. W, zigzag, X, right, can be anything, and then wave Y in a sideways double combo can only be a flat or a triangle. And clearly there's no triangle going on here, but only a flat is only possible here, which is then also a running flat again. So it's, yeah, The zigzag arguably looks the best if you want to end wave 4 here, even though it's, yeah. It's not that nice. So that's something I do keep in mind. However, as mentioned, I need to see local support, and at the moment we don't. We are moving to the downside, making new lows, lower highs. There is, and that's why I say probabilities are neutral to me. It's very much neutral, even though we still have the bullish CVDs, which I do keep in mind. But it's neutral from an Elliott Wave point of view because I don't see the strength yet. Right? So we can have a bigger flat here in the bullish scenario, A, B, C. But as mentioned, we are now reaching the 6-fib time. We're already after the 6-fib time here, which is not, that's very long for a 4 in an A, B, and then a wave C. So let me check here. 2-fib time is still far away, but yeah. And then your wave C can only be a diagonal, which is then over here. 1, 2, we look still at 3, 4, and then eventually we're looking for a 5 to end at the box somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every move has to be a zigzag structure. But that means we have a very long A, B, C wave 4. So, but as long as price does not lose this support, right, that is still bullish, as this is a lower degree wave 4 and this is your higher degree wave 4. So in the bullish scenario, your higher degree wave 4 is the green wave 4, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the wave 4 of a higher degree, being in green, being the green one, likes to retrace to the wave 4 of a lower degree, which is the blue wave 4. So this area of the chart is important support for the bullish scenarios. Losing this, and we go down pretty much. And the target box is in the middle of that area. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on it. So that is why, you know, the probabilities on the daily, as mentioned, is, you know, nothing changed compared to the morning, but I elaborated a lot more on my thinking. So the probability, twice probabilities, didn't know that. So the probabilities daily, we're looking for a retracement at a given moment. Volume is slowing down in this uptrend, though I like to see some more local confirmation if we are looking for a move to the downside, which then also means losing this support area is one of the confirmations, right? Seeing a strong volume move to the downside, losing this support, yeah, looking for a move to the downside, right? So at the moment, we don't yet see strong local weakness, right, from an Elliott Wave point of view. On the 4-hour, I wrote probabilities are neutral. 4-hour is this move to the upside here, this last leg. And I write here, wave 4, right, is getting long compared to your wave 2. However, for the bearish scenario, if we're looking for downside, I want to see more confirmation. I say it again, right? There is still bullish CVD, right? And the high does look like a bit of a corrective top because it is difficult to end a wave 5 here at the moment. But I still need to see support. So that is why the probabilities here are neutral on the 4-hour, and I prefer to be patient. One of the most difficult ranges are wave 4s, but another area that's always very difficult is the end of an impulse and the start of a new one. So I prefer to be very patient in this range here. Let price show me what it wants to do. From an Elliott Wave point of view, we want to be patient. Let price come to you, right? Your areas of interest, do not follow price, and then we'll take it from there. Now, one thing also, we did not yet fill the weekly gap. 53.3k is not yet touched. Didn't yet fill the monthly gap. 53.3k, that's the same target. But that is what happens sometimes. We came close, but we didn't feel it. So there's definitely some signs for continuation. We are still above the most important support area, which is this one, right? The high here looks a bit like a corrective top because of the final structure. We can't have an ending diagonal here because wave 3 is the shortest. And if we do end wave 4 here, and this is your last leg up in a 5, I don't necessarily really like wicks above wave 3. This is a 3, 4, 5. It's just a wick above 3. Preferably I actually see some candles closing. But yeah, probabilities are slightly higher for continuation compared to bearish price action and much lower lows. But I ride neutral because I need to see strength on the chart here locally, and we don't yet have it. So yeah. So I'm still looking to I'm still looking for price to move to the upside, but I want more information, and that is sometimes the case. That's simply Elliott waves, right? So it's a very patient way of analysis, and it's a great moment to be patient, enjoy the weekend, do some other stuff, and then see if we get some more confirmation next week as well. But yeah, arguably the probabilities are still slightly higher for a move up. But I don't yet see local strength here, and that's what I am looking for at the moment. So so that's why I ride neutral, because I'm looking for local confirmations. So to get back to that to those probabilities. So yeah. And therefore also, as long as we're above this support, right, important support, you know, yeah, upside is interesting. Lose this, and that would be a problem. So yeah. Let the chart come to you. Probabilities slightly towards upside, but I look for confirmation, hence I write neutral, because I'm waiting for price to show us more. So we are at resistance here, the weekly gap acting nicely as resistance, but we are moving to the downside here, lower lows, lower highs. Show me strength, right? Show me that it wants to go up. We keep in mind bullish CVD. Keep in mind it's quite difficult to end the structure here, but it's definitely not impossible. It's just a probabilities game. So being very patient, which is generally good to do in a wave 4, because a wave 4 tends to be very complex. So yeah, there you go. There you go. We started at minute 27. Oh, Salman. Shit, I completely missed it. Salman, welcome to Diamond. I completely missed it. I was so focused on the chart. Welcome, man. So I moved my chat back to my other screen, but it was behind another window, so I actually didn't really see it. Salman, welcome to the Diamond Squad. Send me an email. And with kunstrading@outlook.com with your YouTube, you know, all the stuff, YouTube username, Discord, and Telegram, and I'll get you sorted. Welcome to the Diamond team, man. Glad to have you there. Thanks for joining during a live stream as well. I can interact instead of say it like writing an email. I can do a live reaction as well. I always go to fan funding after writing my message, just because I want to get a bump, and the bump is this box here. So now I can then pin my comment. Ta-da! So that's why I go to fan funding, but it must have been, yeah. So Salman, welcome. Welcome to the team. Good to have you here. What's up? Send me an email, and I will make sure to get you sorted today. So cheers, mate. It's a very active group, and also quite overwhelming when you join, because there's a lot happening. So we have many channels, of course. So make sure you read the FAQ first, and then go through whatever you're looking for, right? Either my trading strategy, like day trading strat. Elliott Wave is more my swing trading stuff. And you also have access to gold, of course. So if you want to go through the Elliott Wave course, The probability is just now minimized to the T. Of course, the thing is with the scenarios, there's many scenarios, but I always get, at the end, I go to the probabilities, right? So, and those are the ones I mentioned just now. And the probabilities are at the moment hopefully clear, right? So that is what we're looking for. What is happening here very, very locally is yet to be seen, but as mentioned, I want to see local strength. And then we can, yeah. I just went through the probabilities. I did a little bit of live counting because I don't have any counts on the chart at the moment for this range here. I can go through it in a lot more detail, but generally what we're looking for is, you know, either a flat ABC, diagonal to the downside in a wave 1, that's bearish. Ending a wave 5 on this high, 3-wave corrective structure, bounce here, move up. So it's give me some more information. Yeah. Let me have a look here. T Clapson. Rex, what's up? Kumasta Capo, that's what I think. Sushan, if someone sells 10,000 Bitcoin future market while another party buys 10K in spot markets, which side will dominate? Well, they are both exchanging funds with someone else, so it's nothing. It's the same deal. Because one party sells 10,000, which means the other party is buying 10,000. In both cases, the one is buying and the other is selling. So price literally stays where it is on both spot and futures. It's only when you have more, like, the market moves because of market buyers and market sellers, right? These are the people that move the market. Limit orders don't do anything, right? Only if people market buy or sell does it move price. Because if you only had limit orders in trading, price would be a horizontal line. Because you would be waiting to move a tick up to fill your limit order or a tick down to fill your limit order. So if you sell 10K Bitcoin actively, or you buy 10K Bitcoin, you know, in spot, there's another party on the other side. Both spot, someone is selling 10K, and in the futures, in this example, someone's buying 10K. So it evens it out. Yeah. For which Bybit is at 55 is, yeah, the volume profile on Bybit. We're going to have a look at the Bybit chart in a second. That's an interesting one. Short or long the market, Brian Fortuyn, I'll give you the best tip you will ever get today, right? Which is tip number 1. If you ask these questions, you are a long-term losing trader. So do not ask those questions. Step number 2, which is the most important one. There we go again, everyone. 6 steps, right? I look, it's meant positively. Please, please, please do not trade if you ask these questions, because you are wasting your money, and I'm here to hopefully help you not wasting your money. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have some experience and some marks in this market, right? I do call it like scratches, like scars, I suppose. If you ask a question like this, I know you have a problem. And I want to help you solve your problem. And you solve your problem with these 6 steps. 1, try as many free tools as you can. 2, build statistics on your favorite tools. 3, combine your favorite tools or some of your favorite tools. Build more statistics, now creating a strategy. 4, tweak and adjust. Add a tool, remove a tool, see what it does with the statistics. In other words, build more statistics. 5, start trading your combination, which is now your strategy, with a low portfolio and work on your trading psychology. Step 6, increase your portfolio size and get used to bigger losses, not bigger wins, because bigger wins are easy. Follow these 6 steps and you will never, ever, ever ask these questions again, because the problem with these questions is it shows me you're a losing trader. Consistent. Because you don't have a plan, you don't have a strategy, you try to follow from people online. There's no way you're going to be long-term profitable in this market. You want to build a business from trading? You better put some time and effort into your business. You can't piggyback on listening online and, oh, then I go to that channel and then I go to that channel and then that channel and he goes long and he goes short. The problem is everyone has their own personal trading plan. The one might go long, the other might go short. It's not that the one is better than the other one. You will never have 100% win rate. It's like, you know, I mean, if someone knows, if someone with 100%, I'm happy to listen. But 100% win rate over a big sample size of trades, right? If someone goes long or someone goes short and the one wins and the other loses, it doesn't mean the one that loses has a worse trading strategy, because the one that loses might have a 80% win rate and the one that wins has maybe a 30% win rate, but he had a win of his 30 in 100, and the 80% win rate strategy had a loss, one of the 20 out of 100. It's all data, it's all statistics. You can't look online what's up, right? You need a plan or a strategy, or you need to find someone that has a plan or strategy, preferably based on statistics, but then you still need to learn the strategy. You still need to understand the strategy. You still want to track your own statistics. That is the biggest tip that I can give you, because the moment I see questions like this, the question I then ask is, what are you doing, right? It's such a pity. Yeah. Yeah, I want to help people, but I just hope that by being a little bit forceful speaking wise, it helps you change your mind, because I see this a lot. The problem is, it doesn't move the needle. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help you, right? What will help you is you sitting behind your PC doing the boring stuff, gathering the stats. That's what's going to help you. But it's not exciting, right? You're not in the market. You're building statistics on the market. You're going to miss moves, but you're working on a strategy that is short term. Short term, you're working on the strat, so you're not trading. You might not earn money short term, but you're going to earn a shitload of money long term, because you're going to create a system that's based on data and statistics with solid mind, like a solid trading psychology. That's what it's about. Do you want to have a business that exists for a day or a week, or a business that exists for another 10 years, right? Big difference. The coins in, I did a big altcoin stream. Generally, it's only Bitcoin, but recently I did a big altcoin stream with 19 different coins. You will find it on the homepage of my channel if you scroll down a bit. 47.5K being corrective. No, it's in a correct. Even the opposite can be true, right? A corrective structure, if we're looking for an ABC, a wave C can also end on high volume, but can also end on low volume. With an impulse, you want an impulse to finish on low volume, because you're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most volume, by far most common, is in 3, low volume wave 4, and then a lower volume wave 5 compared to 3. So so the volume that we have here does not signal bullish or bearish in like a flat or potentially an impulse, right? We can still get impulsive continuation. We're looking for another high on lower volume in that case compared to the volume we had here. It's just that we do keep our eyes open for retracements to happen, yeah. What's up, Any Erection? How you doing? Where have you been locked up? Yeah, busy times here. Sarah L. Dali, I have a great, like, wait, do I see more of that bullshit here? 1 second. So this is absolutely rubbish. Hide user from this channel. Ooh, quite a lot of messages here. We don't like spam here. Bart Simpson. Yeah, I know that one. It's funny. The Bart Simpson pattern. Does future market follow spot market price? I mean, but so I generally don't really compare with spot. It's just, it both goes up or down. There's usually a small price difference between the two, but the wave counts on both spot and futures would be the same. Yeah. So yeah. It for me, it doesn't follow the one or the other. It's just individual price movement, but it's individual but connected, of course, because it's both Bitcoin. So it follows it just moves like it follows each other. But generally, there's not too much of a big difference between spot and futures. If there is a very big difference, then eventually you do expect price to merge closer to one another between futures and spot. But generally, that's not really the case that happens. 54.5. I mean, I just have the so you have the monthly top here. It's above this high. What's the volume profile of this candle? It's all the way down here. $55.9. 54.8. Wait, is that the Bybit chart? 1 second here. Let's have a look at Bybit. Weekly chart. Up. Yeah, so there it's this level. They are looking for the value area high. So that is the big resistance. So yeah, on Bybit you have this this value area high at 54.8K. So that is the resistance. Yeah, that is what they're looking for. So yeah, that is the one to keep an eye on in that case. That is, of course, resistance, that value area high. Yes. Different chart, different volume profile, but definitely important, right? 54.8K, absolutely. Band-Aid. Everyone is expecting continuing to think price will dump much more than just return. 31K level. Yeah, 31K is the low of the range as well, which is an interesting area. But we need to see strong signs of weakness, which we don't yet see. So we takes a bit of time. We need to wait a little bit for that. Volume out to see, because Bitcoin is already going up without volume, and then the volume comes in. So we're on the daily chart here. So quite recently, we actually covered the previous bull market on a weekly time frame. So what I'm looking for is this. This is what I'm looking for. So here, of course, you see a range, price moves down. That's very normal, or volume moves down in a ranging structure, right? You get a bit of a move up, volume increasing, and then it goes down again, right? So what I'm looking for is an average volume increase. And even if you see the average volume increasing, right, and you would buy here in a bull market, you're at 16K, and you got yourself a move up to 65K before the dump. So that is still very nice, right? So we can see the volume is increasing here in this area. That is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a move up where the average volume starts to increase. Move up, I don't like, for example, right? Here, the first bump up, we don't know, we wait. But then we can see we retrace, but then the bumps are becoming higher, right? So that is what I'm looking for compared to what you see here. And this is a move down. So I want to see this is one spike, and then we started going down again and had a retracement. I want to see a move up where you can see the green candles with the peaks, and the average volume is increasing compared to what we had previously. That's what I'm looking for. But at the moment, it's very stable. It's very... It can still come, right? It can still come, but at the moment we don't have it yet. So we can't, of course, expect it just yet. But as long as we don't see strong signs of weakness, we're going to be looking for a move up. And at the moment, we are still waiting for strong signs of weakness, which we don't yet have, right? So therefore, we are just remaining patient and see what happens here in this range, right? Name just supposed to congratulate you too for the beauty part of your lives. Wish you all the best. Thanks, Name. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out and also sharing all your stuff in Discord, and appreciate your kind message here. Yeah, it's quite an experience, that's for sure. That's for sure. So yeah. Is there still long for Bitcoin in the 50-minute chart? There is still probabilities for Bitcoin to move up, but if there's a long or a short, depends on your strategy. That was almost another interesting without comment. Yeah. Sam Jan, hello, bro. Samir from Dubai. From Dubai, welcome. Been there once, 2 years ago. I will be there again next year in December. I'm new at your channel. Please tell me, what is the next move for ETH? Well, on this channel, first of all, welcome. Secondly, I mainly cover Bitcoin. However, I recently did an altcoin stream, which you will find if you go to my homepage and then you scroll down, and I added the playlist Altcoin Elliott Wave Analysis. Check this one out. Ethereum is one of the coins that we did in 6 hours and 43 minutes, together with 18 other coins. So this is the one that you want to have a look at. Yep. So we covered this one. So this is cleared up now with the probabilities I mentioned at the end. Salman, what's up? Again, I already mentioned it, but welcome to the team, and send me an email. I'll get you sorted. And yeah, if anything is up, write me in Diamond. The math is the math. That's true. Should you pay more attribution? Both are as important. Both are, from my statistics, both are the same. Yeah. So I don't have preference. Sometimes blue plays out, sometimes yellow, sometimes they're countering one another. So patience can be recommended. But sometimes they both show the same divergence, which is good to see. But it takes some practice, and also some people like to implement their own CVD lines, right? Like I know Liquid Mafia in the group has 4 CVD lines, and some people like to use spot CVD. So there's many different CVDs you can get, but in my case, I've been using blue and yellow for a very long time, right? Both of these lines. I've been using these two for a very long time, and they're just as important. There is no preference between the two. Sometimes blue plays out, sometimes yellow, and I keep an eye on both. That's why I use them. Yeah. Mr. Friends, welcome. How you doing, Mr. Friends? Everyone, he's like, Mr. Friends is nuts. Besides Mr. Friends being good with finding AI, making AI songs and stuff as well, and finding the meme that I have on the internet, because I used to be a television host, and there was a meme on the internet about something. He managed to find it. But Mr. Friends is also very good making his own stuff in AGGR, like in this software or the website or whatever. He manages to like make things like candlestick patterns, or then after a pattern is shown with the candlestick, it mentioned it. It has a name. Wait, let me have a look here. I should be able to show it. It's so sick. Yeah, like, can I like, he's made, I don't know how he does it. He's like you need a whole script, so he's coding himself into like showing bullish and bearish CVDs on AGGR, and candlestick patterns and other stuff. One second. Oh, here a bullish harami. Oh, like this guy. Oh, here there's a doji, 3 white soldiers, bull engulf, all that stuff. He's coding this into AGGR, which is incredible. I love to see the progression that Mr. Friends makes. It's cool to see, really cool. Maybe even I feel good this morning. Caught 2 longs on the short last night on some alts. Wonder if the weekend works will let me hold them all weekend. That would be ideal, of course, especially with the longs. price wants to move to the upside. Generally, the weekend hits, so we can expect a sideways ranging structure. Usually in the weekend, we don't see impulsive structures, right? Of course, we can get a move to the downside or the upside, but you'd expect price to then move back into the range. So typical weekend price action. So yeah, let's hope you can hold on through them in the weekend and then get some impulsive structures next week. Moon Boot Boy. Over 100 people forgot to smash the like button. Oh. Thanks for notifying. We're at 66. Almost like 3 more. Magic number. Only thing I caught last night was a cold. That's not what we like to hear. Hope you're doing good now, though, Moon Boot Boy. But yeah, hopefully you don't have a like temperature, as the emoji suggests here. Man, those type of things, headache, temperature, horrible. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, thanks, Johan. My account not verified. What do you mean, Rashes? That depends on, I don't know where you're trading or what you do, but the best thing is probably for you to ask support of whatever trade platform you're using. So write to the support. Harshit Rawat, Bitcoin sells, bro. Depends on probably what time frame you're looking at. I swear I will not trade, I will just pay the loan. If you look at typically, right, you don't want to trade with money you cannot lose. If you need money to pay for your house and you have that money, it's not very, you don't want to use it, right? No financial advisor again, but yeah, generally that's not a great idea. To use money you can't lose. Only use extras, stuff that you can lose, that you don't have to use to care for your family or yourself. A couple of days to my case of COVID with my late night to catch some trade. Oh, you had a late one. Yeah, 3 a.m. EST. Is that your time zone? 3 a.m. EST? A couple of days to my case of COVID. Dr. Daddy, can we see these corrective waves from the current high to now as a triangle? No. Good question, Dr. Daddy. But you can't, because in a triangle, right, if you're looking for a triangle, so you're looking for this here. Pop, right? And then you're looking for, depends, this can be your A, B, and then you need C, D, E. It doesn't really matter. Because in this case, C is not allowed to take the low of A. And if I would move everything to the left, right, A, B, C, D, E, C is not allowed to take the low of A. E is not allowed to take the low of C. So unless you talk about an expanding triangle, but then you want B to take the high of A, you want D to take the high of B, which isn't the case. So yeah, at the moment, one can't call this a triangle here. Yeah, I can imagine people call it a wedge, but it's not a triangle. So it can be a diagonal structure, but then the diagonal is either labeled a wave C in a bullish case for a bigger flat ABC and continuation up, or we're looking for a wave 1 or A, of course, and then an A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3 for further downside. So that is still a possibility. But not a triangle. Yeah, I actually think I had that question in where was it? Was it in gold, in the gold lounge, or in BTCTA public group? I'm actually not sure there. But yeah, it's in a triangle. Most common, of course, are the contracting triangles, where you want this to happen: A, B, C, D, E. Right, and then in this case, continuation down, where your B is above A, the start of A, that is, right, C below A, right, so you create a contraction. You can have a running triangle, that is a possibility, where you have a wave A, B, C, D, E. So wave B is the only wave in a contracting diagonal, because this is called a running triangle. Wave B is the only one that's allowed to go above the origin of A. But then you have, again, like you have C, D, what was that? D, whoops, and then E that need to contract. So D below B, C above A, E above C. But that is the problem, of course, in this structure here. Polar Bearman, how you doing? Good to see you here. You back? What's up, Polar Bearman? Hope you're doing good, man. What is good? This is good. Something happened. It's around that one finger. You know what I mean? That happened yesterday. I don't know. I don't actually know what CU means here, but yes, I think that's the only correct answer there. In this last 4-hour impulse, the wave 4 retraced to the top of the previous wave 4. Would this imply the big wave 4 also could do the same? Absolutely, yeah. And George, that's also what you commonly see, right? So if we look for wave 4s, it's not a rule, but it's more like a guideline or something to look for, is that a wave 4 of a higher degree likes to retrace to the price action of a wave 4 of a lower degree. So if we're looking for the bullish scenario, or both the bearish, but you can see 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Every time the wave 4 touches the price action of the previous wave 4. Wave 4 in white, wave 4 in yellow, wave 4 in blue, they're crossing into each other's price action. In the bullish scenario, that's something that it's common, but it's not a guideline that price can enter the wave 4 blue target area, right? So that is from, wait, let me take this here. We didn't hit it yet, but that you retrace into this area. Again, it's not a rule. It's just more like it's a guideline, or it's not really guidelines. It's very common to see that. Yes. So it's good to keep your eyes open for it. Absolutely. Salman, congratulations. I wish you a wonderful life for your head. I plan to start learning about day trading and join your Discord. Didn't know it was your big day today too. Yeah, well, the big day was yesterday, but nonetheless, thanks, Salman. And yeah, hopefully you can join Discord. If you have a very new account, younger than 3 days, you'll be auto-banned because of the protection against scammers. But I always unban people that are ending up in the banned list because they have a account that is too young. Look, this is what happens. So, great example. Auto-banned, this guy here. Right, and I hear ban. So, but probably Darko here, young accounts rule. So this is then, these are the people that are valid, but they get banned because their accounts are not old enough. And this is young accounts rule, Koons. The scammers, oh, fucking scammers. Yeah. So, if you can't enter, I always can put the protection off for a very short period and get you in. Roberto Pinto, welcome. Good to have you here. Oh damn. Chat is going fast. I gotta go quick. No idea what CU is. CU, what are you talking about? CU, we don't do begging here. Your problem is not anyone else's problem. So I don't know what you're going through. It must be very difficult for you, but it's none of anyone's business here. So if you're begging, which is the word I read here in this chat, there's a very quick exit route for you, unfortunately, because that's not what we do here, right? I see a dot here. So just saying, if you have a problem privately, then fix it privately, right? I hope, just like maybe a bandit said, we hope that you're going to sort your stuff out, but no one here is going to help you with whatever you're doing because it's your business, right? So just so you know, this is not a begging stream here. I'm very strict, as people usually know. And the only thing I can hope for is that you figure out what you have to figure out, and you can fix what needs to be fixed, or you work hard to earn some more money, find a job, find whatever you have to do to get yourself out of that problem. But it's none of my viewers' business, including my own, of course. So hopefully you can sort it out yourself, but begging is not something we do in this stream, okay? So full moon. Hey, is there a full moon coming? Can you use the zigzag indicator to identify the wave in every time frame? No. So far, I haven't yet seen any Elliott Wave indicator that is better than my own counting, which is not an ego boost, but it's just that indicators lack a lot of context and reading price action on different time frames, different degrees of Elliott Waves, all the corrective structures. So far, I haven't yet found an indicator that is good enough to use. It might be able to help people at the beginning as give a little bit of insight into how Elliott waves work, but I do not recommend following counts of an indicator. The best thing you can do would be to learn Elliott waves yourself and trust yourself more than the indicator, which is generally the best thing, because there's no indicator at the moment that I know of, and I know a lot that that will outperform your own skills once you are getting better in Elliott waves. You'll very quickly surpass the level of the indicator if you put some time to it. Dealey, how are you doing? Up or down? Lucifer Incestus. The best answer I can give you is 1. Try as many free tools that you can on TradingView. Tools, indicators. 2. Find your favorites, build statistics. 3. Combine some of your favorite tools, build more statistics. Now you're building a strategy. 4. Tweak and adjust. Add something, remove something, build more statistics. 5. Start trading with a low portfolio size. Work on your trading psychology. 6. Increase your portfolio size slowly so you can get used to bigger losses. These type of questions show me that you are a consistently losing trader, and if you do not follow the 6 steps, you're very likely to remain that way. So the best tip I can give you is to follow these 6 steps, and therefore you'll never ever in the remaining trading life you're going to have ask this question, because the moment you ask this question, I know you're not taking this business serious. You're not in here for the long-term profit. You're not in here to do the work. You're not in here to, so follow the 6 steps. It's literally, it will give you a high probability of being a consistently profitable trader. It's not enjoyable per se. It's not exciting because you have to track a lot of statistics, but that is what will get you there long term. You're sacrificing some short-term excitement and profit and trading for long-term big bucks. That's a great goal to have, in my opinion. But the moment I get asked a question like this, I immediately know what's happening on your side, which is not having a plan. Which equals to being a losing trader long term, which hopefully is something you want to change. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe Bitcoin has liquidity at downside base near to make a downside. What's your opinion on this? Liquidity is definitely useful. Yes, so heat maps, liquidity. With an uptrend like this, also locally, people tend to move their stop losses up, and the stop losses equal a certain amount of liquidity. So yeah, the moment we start ranging and you wick the highs or the lows, liquidity is getting taken on both sides. Now, undoubtedly, there's a lot of liquidity to the downside, as very likely most people are in profit as they just buy and price just keeps going up. So having a move to the downside eventually would be very attractive to stop everyone out before potential continuation. So from an Elliott Wave point of view, as shown in the analysis, that would definitely be something I'm going to be looking for. But at the moment, I don't yet see great weakness, but probabilities are neutral as I wait for new info to come in. Slightly still continuation and bullish because of the bullish CVDs that we have, and it's quite difficult to end the wave 5 here for a bigger corrective structure. But I also just wait for info, yeah. If you were hypothetically DCA in Bitcoin, how would you do it using Elliott Wave point of view? From an Elliott Wave point of view, if I DCA, I can actually give you an example. I mean, why not use the latest? I'm then looking, it's the same as trades, really. Your trades can be your DC as well, but price moving down, if you remember, right, when price was moving down at the latter stages here, we were looking for a bounce, found support on the target box, we moved up, I look for signs of strength, wait for a range to form, a range will give the most information. From a trading perspective, I had an entry here, long, we start ranging again, I wait patiently to see what the range is going to give me. At the end of the range, probabilities increased for a move to the upside. Second entry over here, stop loss was down here. And then I wait for the next range and see if it gives a lot of bearish signs, yes or no. But from a DCA perspective, this can be buy, this can be a buy, and then you just follow the waves until you get probabilities that are going to be higher for a move to the downside, right? So, and it depends on the time frame. You can use weekly. Yeah, you can be on a weekly time frame, which is different than DCAing on a 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, you might want to exit your positions the moment that on the 4-hour or 1 hour probabilities are towards the downside. But on the weekly, if bought here, yeah, maybe it's not yet relevant to sell there, right? Because on the weekly, we don't yet see changed probabilities. So it also depends on the time frame. On a 4-hour, probabilities can be bearish, but on a weekly, we can still be bullish. So it's a different style. So on the 4-hour, you're selling, while on the weekly, you continue to buy the dips. Let's go to the 4-hour. I like the 4-hour chart. It's always a nice and patient chart, right? It's like nice candles. Hasta la vista, Barbie. How you doing? Thanks, Smo Blake. Pure wisdom being spewed here. Maybe I've ended. I use the actual chart for I'm joining. I watch a Coinbase chart for spots. George, second question. Given the rule of alternate for the bullish scenario, wave 2 was very short, wave shallow and simple. Would that imply this wave for... yes, that is the general rule of alternation, which is absolutely correct, George. Actually, George, your questions are on point, recently. I don't know if you've been studying some Elliott Waves, but you're doing well. You're doing well. Yes, absolutely. Rule of alternation. If wave 2 is shallow, well, actually, like wave 2 was simple, but if wave 2 is, well, actually, that's also what the rule of alternation is. Rule of alternation, if wave 2 is simple, short, and deep, wave 4 tends to be the opposite, right? So complex, long, and shallow. If wave 2 is shallow, complex, and long, wave 4 tends to be short, simple, and deep. But it's just probability. So it's just if wave 2 is very shallow and very simple, or then wave 4 has a higher probability of being the opposite. But it doesn't mean it has to happen. In a very bullish market structure, wave 4s can still be very shallow, while wave 2s are very shallow as well. So you get very shallow retracements, not really giving people a chance to get back in, as they maybe have missed the low and then they try to rebuy, but they don't want to buy in the push, but then they keep missing out because of the shallow retracement. So depends a little bit on market environment as well, right? In a bull market or a strong bear market, you tend to get less of a retracement, but eventually you will always get a bit of a deeper retracement again. But yes, rule of alternation, very good. 15 minutes. Check the analysis. We covered it at the end of the analysis. I don't know when we finished exactly with the analysis. I don't know, minute 55 or something. But at the end, we covered this range here. Good morning from America. Good afternoon, Koen. Bobby Ross, what's up? How you doing? Good to have you here. Austin Davis, aka Bobby Ross, been active in. So I was talking about you actually earlier, Bobby Ross, as I believe I saw you tracking statistics yourself now, as you are working on building a strategy, isn't that right, Bobby Ross? Let me have a look here. Did I see something? Was that someone else? Oh, wow, you've been talking a lot today. Checking, checking, checking. Yes. Yes. In the statistics channel in Diamond, 2 days ago, you were posting that you're currently tracking statistics on swing failure patterns, which is great to see. Man, that's so nice. I love it when I see people tracking statistics. It's so good. So good on you. Good on you. Keep it up. Salman, looking forward to learn from the community. Currently, I use Elliott Waves for swing trades. Same here, pretty much. I'm looking to learn about day trading because I have enough time to spend. That's good. Yeah, so I use Elliott Waves pretty much for swingy trades as well, right? 4 hour, 1 hour would be the lowest I go. It's also my most common, like Elliott Wave wise, it's my most common time frame, 1 hour, 4 hour. I do track the 15-minute to get a good idea of when I should enter, but the 1 hour, 4 hour is pretty much the swingy time frame, I suppose, that I use. But my day trading strategy is different. But hopefully with what you'll see in the group and also how I develop my strategy and the rules and how it comes together and what it is nowadays, besides you might be able to use it yourself, right? Because many people in the group do. Hopefully it also shows you how you could build your own if you wish to as well as a day trader. But the strategy I use is a day trading strategy. So maybe it works very well for you, and you'll see that many people in the group use it, not only on Bitcoin, but many different coins for the past now, since October, almost 6 months. Yeah. But welcome, Salman. Also learn about Elliott Waves because I'm new to it by this method of analysis. Yeah, Elliott Waves is a deep black hole, right? It's once you fall into it, you'll never get out because it's so interesting. Elliott Waves is so fascinating, and it's always a puzzle. Like there's so much to learn with Elliott Waves, and I'm pretty like. I can go to website and still learn new things as well, or go even more into the nitty-gritty stuff and more detail, and it's incredible. It's there's so much in Elliott Waves. It's fascinating. Bro, what's up, Paisa? How you doing? Demo meme, welcome. Small steps with the books and charting. Don't want to rush. Great to see you. You shouldn't rush. Take it easy. The charts do not go away, right? So take it easy. But good that you're going through the books and trying to chart as well. That's what I like to hear. I'm doing very well. Had an enjoyable day yesterday, everyone. I got married. Oh boy, paper wedding yesterday. So it was the paper wedding, as I like to call it. You know, signature, the big party and the ceremony and everything will be on the 9th of March in Cape Town, South Africa. My fiance is from Cape Town herself. All her family is there as well. So, oh man, that's going to be crazy. Crazy. I was already a little bit nervous yesterday, but the good thing is you have a partner. There's a cat on the roof. Now there's a cat behind my wall here. But yesterday at least we walk in together. We walk together in the room. It's not with the dress and the suit and everything and the whole party. There were guests and there was dinner and all that stuff. It was really cool. I explained it at the beginning. But the big ceremony and everything is going to be on the 9th of March. So I'm doing good, yeah. Wearing the ring here. Yeah. It's like I play with it all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know if like anyone recently married here in chat, but now that I have a ring around my finger, I tend to like fiddle with it, you know? What was it, only 6 hour 40? Nah. 2 hours. Bitcoin trade. That's what we're aiming for. Harami is a candlestick pattern. Correct. Sounds like a new dish at my local doner. always in for some doner. The short was on Coty from the peak. 20% rise of the move yesterday. Of 20% rise of the move yesterday. Wow. So you timed it. Shit. That's a snipe entry there. Crypto Aman, what's up? How you doing? Hopefully India is doing well with all the platforms and everything that's happening in your country. What's up, bro? Pretty much answered this question just now with my ring as well. But Einsteinium, welcome. Good to have you here. What's up? Cool as always, live stream. Thank you. If you can explain from your point of view, what does CVD represent in this bullish 1 hour diverge? What's going on in reality? More people are selling here than. Wait. Picture. One second. Oh. I'm playing with a cat now. Wait. I gotta show you this. This is taken literally now, and the cat is still looking. The cat. That's him. He's at a window, like a window blow on the first floor. It's our bedroom window. It's cat, man. The black cat. Anyway. He's looking at the wrong window now. Man, I love animals. I don't mind the cat walking around here on the roof. It's like a cat that he's here more often. So like there was this moment I was showering and this cat out of nowhere peeks through the window that I opened. That was an interesting experience. So and one time I tried petting him through the window and he like was like wow. Not great. What do you think? Oh wait, so yes, bullish CVD, more people market selling here than we're market selling down here, right? So higher low in price, lower low on the CVD, but it doesn't necessarily mean on a 1 hour or 4 hour CVD is a little less useful as you want to see 15, 5, 3 minute bullish CVDs building as well, right? So if you here continue to make low time frame bearish CVD divergences while on the 4 hour you have a bullish one, it doesn't matter. The bearish one has a higher probability of playing out because it's the most local one. But having these bullish CVDs do help with at least a certain bias, but therefore we're looking for some local strength as well. That's what we want to see. So it's good to know. It's like good to know information. Yeah. What do you think about the length of wave 4? It's very long now. It's 6 times longer. The current one is already beyond the normal length ratio of wave 4. Yes. Yes. Now so it is very long indeed compared to your wave 2. So if we zoom out here, then we have here, there. So this one here, right? We're now at the 6-5 time, which is unusually long compared to a wave 2. And then alternatively, I also have a folder which is this one. So this is an alternative that I have, but it's not great ending an impulse here, but it's not invalid. It's like it still has probabilities to end a 5 here as well, arguably in the bearish scenario. But yeah, I also have this alternative just in case. It depends. And that's what I said in the analysis. I want to see local strength. Bullish CVD here. Not too easy to end a wave 5 structure here. So probabilities are slightly higher for a move up, but I need to see local strength. And at the moment we don't. We are still above support, right? The most important support area is this one here. Lose this and you'll have a problem. We're going to go lower pretty much. So just that's why the probabilities are neutral, which happens with Elliott waves, as it's a very patient methodology. Whew, something like that. It's not my first language. Hello, May. Dear, I have 200 USTD. Please give me a trading idea. I will give you a very good trading idea. I recommend you, Daniel, to remove $150 of your 200 back to your bank account. Stick it with the 50 and follow the upcoming 6 steps. 1, try as many free tools as you can on TradingView, right? These type of things over here on the left side, as well as the indicators. 2, find your favorite tools, build statistics on them. Use Excel or any other software platform to build statistics. 3, combine some of your favorite tools, build more statistics. You're now creating a strategy. Look at your win rate, risk to reward rate, strategy, like everything, right? Step 4, tweak and adjust. Add something, remove something, build more statistics. 5, start trading with your $50 and work on your trading psychology. 6, increase your portfolio size to $200 slowly, from 50 to 70 to 100 to 150, and work on being better with the increased loss size, because you'll have bigger losses if you increase your portfolio size, and getting used to bigger winners is no problem. I am not in a position to give you a trading idea here live on YouTube. Of course, people trade my strategy in Diamond, and I also share setups there and things that I'm looking for. But it sounds like you don't have a plan. And in Diamond, people still very much have their own plan, or they learn about the plan I have and then implement it themselves, which doesn't mean I always need to post a setup or all, like, you know what I mean? They learn in such a way they can trade by themselves as well. Teach them, what's that quote? Give a man a fish and they eat for 1 day. Teach a man to fish and he takes care for whatever, you know, like his lifetime or something. So those are the 6 steps. Yeah, Mark is also in the house. I see. Man, I really gotta move quicker. Took his cap off for the wedding night. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I'll show the pictures. What's up, Panak J Guyar, joining your Discord. Welcome in Discord as well. Good to have you here. What's up from India? Welcome. BTC bullish or bearish? Make sure to check the analysis, Saji Mehmood, especially the final part around, I don't know, minute 50 probably, where I talk about the probabilities on the different time frames. In other words, on the daily, we are expecting a bit of a retracement eventually, but here locally, probabilities are slightly higher for a move up still, but I need to see local strength, which I don't yet see. We're waiting for it. We do have bullish CVD divergences, and this high has a bit higher probabilities of being corrective compared to impulsive, but we don't see bullish strength, so therefore probabilities are neutral till we get some more information in this range over here. Bigger support is this one down here, right? Between 49.1, 49.8. Lose that, and yeah, probabilities definitely change. Find yourself a girl that brings you sandwiches when you're streaming and put a ring on her. Exactly. Exactly. That's what happened. That is pretty much what happened recently. Clear, but what if we say this is a falling wedge pattern? How do we count the waves in? Oh, I actually covered that as well. So then it's I would actually recommend watching the analysis, because I'm repeating stuff now, which is not the goal, of course, but or asking in goal. But in this case, if you're looking for an ABC flat structure, wave C can only be a 3-3-3-3-3 ending diagonal structure. Ending diagonals are always zigzags in all of the waves, so you look for a 3-3-3-3-3, right? Ending diagonal structure. And for a wave A or 1, you don't have that, right? It can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this. So falling wedge is always either a wave C, wave A, or a wave 1. Now it's up to the Elliott wave counter to then figure out, is it a C, A, or 1, and what are the probabilities of each of those, right? So in this particular case over here, you can have a diagonal structure, but a bullish diagonal structure would still actually mean lower prices. Preferably, you still go down first, which is more bullish compared to a bearish diagonal, if this would be 5-3-5-3-5 ending move up. In a diagonal structure, if we look for a diagonal, preferably you want to see 3-3-3-3-3. You want to see at least one more low, preferably. So But that's only when you talk about a diagonal, right? That's not taken into account previous price action. And everyone that's just joining, make sure to check the analysis that starts at minute 27, right? This is specifically answering a question. Yeah. Is it good to sometimes go into low time frames and try to see the trend there and then scalp it in the short term? Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, that can definitely work. Scalpers usually don't even check the higher time frames. They stick around on the 1, 3, 5 minute, 15-minute time frames. And if you're a scalper, you can look at the trend on a 15, 30, 1 minute or 1 hour chart, and then you scalp your way into the 1, 3, 5 minutes. Yeah. If you're a swing trader, you might want to see the trend on a yearly or monthly chart, maybe even a weekly, and then you swing trade on the daily. So yeah, absolutely. Need to drop and get Saturday started. Great live stream. Thanks, Rob. What's up? Good morning, Rob, by the way. Congrats to you and your wife. Thank you. Still learning Elliott Wave. Starting to look at the tools. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. Figuring out those tools. All these crazy numbers and letters over here. What's up, Rob? All the way from America as well. Good morning. What's up, Mark? Summer Chase? I swear there used to be a happy-looking guy doing his wavy things, but this guy looks more like a married man. What's up, Mark? Good to have you too here at the live stream. What's up? 80 likes. Yeah, we're getting there. 90 now. 90 now. We're almost at the three-figure club there. Yeah, Mark. Consequences. Huh? Consequences. John Wick. Consequences. Poof. Right. Balas Soma Givari. Hi, I'm struggling to read CVD still after read and watch education. Can you please show shortly how to read properly in actual time? Let's start with the basic before I like actual time. Pretty much all you need to know in CVD, right, is lower high on price, higher high CVD is bearish, right? Higher low on price, lower low CVD is bullish. In other words, this sheet here, right? Of course, you said you already went through the sources, but this is what you'll have to learn, right? So higher low price, lower low CVD is bullish. Bearish is lower high price, higher high on the CVD. That's what you're looking for. But you want to use this in the context of your other tools like support, resistance areas or other stuff, right? It is not a indicator where every divergence can be traded. It's good to use in combination with other things, right? So when you're hitting resistance and you see at resistance price moves down, comes back up, and it creates bearish CVD divergences, it increases probabilities to move down and take this low. Now if we go to a 15-minute, I don't know, let's see the recent I remember we had some, this is that, let's have a look here if we can spot something quick now. Oh, we can spot something here. So, right, here we have a low, this is a good example. So we have here a lower high on price, right? But on the CVD, on yellow, we also have a lower high on price. Nice example, Koen, well prepared. I didn't prepare it. Anyway, bullish scenario here. Higher low in price, that's at least something we do see. Higher low in price, lower low on blue, lower low on yellow. Bullish CVD. Price moves up, takes this high, which then means CVD played out, right? So CVD plays out the moment it takes this high. It can continue, but the divergence has played out the moment it takes the high. So that is a bullish example. Oh, bearish example here. So here, right? Yeah. Lower high on price, higher high on blue. And you can see this if I do this. Let's do this a little bit. Look at my cursor. This is the high, the green candle. This is your lower high. But on blue, you can see lower high in price, but on blue, higher high on blue, right? Higher high here. Bearish CVD divergence. Price starts to move to the downside. The moment this low is taken, the bearish CVD divergence played out. It can continue lower, but the CVD divergence played out, right? So that's also in the one pager. I write, I know I'm zoomed in, so you can download this yourself, right, in Discord. But I show here as well, right, how this could be traded potentially, but everyone uses it differently if they wish to. But that is how that's a bearish and a bullish example for you. So people that are very trained in looking for RSI and MACD and stuff, they would say this is a hidden divergence, but in AGGR, this is the only correct divergence. It's not, there's no hidden and not hidden divergences with CVD. These are the only two you want to really keep an eye on, which is absorption. Absorption of longs or absorption of shorts. And these are two examples where it played out. So I think the most important thing would be to maybe get a piece of paper and just write down bullish CVD, right? Higher low in price, lower low CVD. And you just repeat this, and then bearish CVD, lower high in price, higher high on the CVD. And just like studying for a test, you could download the one pager, but then you write everything that's on the one pager on a piece of paper, and then you make a short summary of it, right? And then you're going to try and train yourself, train your eye to spot them. Like I just did as well. I went to AGGR and I quickly looked for a bullish and a bearish example, which we found. So you can do that yourself to test your mind in spotting the bearish and the bullish divergence while continuing to repeat writing down what is bullish, what is bearish, because it's more about seeing the divergence. First, you have to, of course, understand like, hey, higher low, lower low, lower low, higher low, like that sort of stuff, but or lower high, higher high. So what is the divergence, bullish or bearish? But then it's about training your eye to spot it as well. So I recommend, I always prefer paper, so I recommend, and besides printing and going through the educational material, only watching the video once, for example, won't help. Only downloading the one pager won't help. It's about repetition. So what I recommend is getting a notebook, write everything down, make a summary, repeat it, like you're studying for a test at university, and then go to AGGR and try to find bullish and bearish CVD divergences, just to train your eye. And then the moment it happens locally, you'll be trained. You can spot it. And preferably, of course, CVD is used in confluence with other tools as well. Yeah. Nice one, Moon Booty Boy. Yeah, we found another one, everyone. I think like the moment we get questions like this, the whole chat should say the 6 steps. Like the moment you see a question like this, you got to write 6 steps. I want to see it. You guys are gonna start writing step 1, step 2, or you're gonna say another one. Or you just say 6 steps, and then I know, hey, I got to repeat the 6 steps. I'm not sure if no one is still here, but no one knows if Bitcoin goes up or down, but we have the probabilities, and the probabilities are mentioned in the analysis above here, right? But most important is that you do not have a plan, and you need a plan. You need a strategy to trade. And therefore, get ready. Let me have a little bit of a sip of my liquid. You follow the following 6 steps very shortly, because I've been repeating these. This is probably the 5th time now. 1. Try as many free tools as you can on TradingView. 2. Build statistics on some of your favorite tools. 3. Combine some of your favorite tools, build more statistics. 4. Tweak and adjust, add something, remove something, build more statistics. 5. Start trading with a low amount of money and work on your trading psychology. Important. 6, increase your portfolio size and get used to bigger losses, not the bigger wins, because that's easy. Follow these 6 steps and you have a high probability of being long-term profitable because you are building a strategy based on data and you work on your trading psychology. And what's nice is that you don't really care about Bitcoin going up or down because you're following your own plan and you don't need YouTube to figure out what's happening. You can just trade. Like the moment your entry requirements are ticked, you can enter a trade. Can I use MACD for C to my way? How to make difference between wave correct? I think I had this question once before, but yes, you can absolutely use the MACD. Yes, but to define waves, usually with RSI and MACD, it's more like wave 3 and 5 that show a divergence on the RSI and the MACD. So that would be something you could identify. In a wave 1, 2, of course, on a MACD, you want it to turn towards green. And then in a wave 3, you want to see the big push on the MACD. And then in a wave 4, you get the darker green candles. And in a wave 5, you get a lower low on the MACD, right? So you can use it. You can use MACD, but it's not common really to use MACD a lot. It's usually RSI that people use if they use one thing, one indicator with Elliott waves. It's usually RSI, yeah. Yeah. Kugelschreiber, Schmetterling. What's up, AD? How you doing? Brying in South Africa. Are you like Elon Musk, working so much that you have no time for honeymoon and 6 months later you'll do a one? No, we actually, so we are married yesterday on paper, right? For the people that didn't see. But our ceremony, like the real wedding, yesterday is the paper wedding, which is the real wedding. But for us, it's not really the real wedding, as the ceremony with so many more family, friends, the whole party, the dress, the suit, everything. That's going to happen on the 9th of March. And then we're going to be in South Africa for a month. I will still make some content wherever I can, of course. But there's a lot going on. And the honeymoon, we're planning a whole road trip in Italy. But that will be done probably at a later stage because my fiance is gonna start her own business, and she very much wants to put time in putting her business online, yeah. So and I'm all good, for me I'm not that classic, I suppose, with weddings per se. Neither is she. Strange push. Get used to it. I know. My cats are always climbing on. Oh, wait. Oh, man, I'm so far behind. Andy. Wow, we accidentally went all the way to the downside. Andy, what's up? Oh, shoot. Andy, damn. I have to answer you on Telegram. Good luck moving to Dubai. Holy moly. Sorry, I missed out on answering your messages because of everything that was happening the last couple of days. But, yo, Andy, good luck moving to Dubai. I hope you're going to settle there very quickly. It's a nice place. I've been there once, and I will be back in Dubai in December 2025. So in 2025, we're going to have a drink. We need to have a drink in Dubai. I'll be there in December 2025. So yeah, and thanks as well. Yeah, I'm stuck now, Andy. I'm stuck. Very much stuck. So there you go. I'm Spanish. I can't. Oh, wait. Holy moly. I'm so far behind. Holy moly. I'm so far behind on chat. I was almost there. Cat. Method. Sorry to hear, Video Kingdom. The legend. There he is. Yeah, Andy. Holy moly. What a late reply from my side. Sorry for that one. Trying to keep up, but I can't. Need to make sure Trader PK to check the analysis. Giant reverse head and shoulders on the weekly. Not really looking at that head and shoulders on a weekly time frame. I think it's more relevant on the lower time frames than on the weekly. It's interesting to know about, but I would recommend checking more like a 4-hour chart or those type of time frames. Yeah, because on a weekly you then expect the low to be taken, which is 15K, and then the target is pretty much zero. If you would use the traditional target from a head and shoulders with the neckline and then the high and then put it on the neckline to the low, yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah. But and also you need price to first move down, which we haven't done yet, to create the shoulder. Let me go through. Sometimes I think you and Mark and Seb live in the comment section in CryptoTube. That's absolutely correct. You see them everywhere. Abdul Karim Abunaji, I'm doing very well, thank you. What's up? Good to have you here once again, eh? Do successful traders scalp or not worth the time? Successful traders can scalp, day trade, or swing trade. As long as you got a good plan and strategy, it doesn't matter. You can be successful on any time frame as long as it fits your personality, right? Some people just have a personality for scalping, other for swing trading, and they build a strategy based on the personality. What I will always say here is a strategy, or I should actually say my strategy is a reflection of my personality. It's me in a couple of rules to trade. What is the rationale of your 86 invalidation? Wait, what is the rationale of your 86 rule invalidate? This is not it's not invalidating my my strat, but 1 second here. So Bobby Ross. So the 886 has nothing to do with my like strategy or invalidating a strategy. It has something to do with Elliott Waves, right? And Elliott Waves has much more of a strategy, right? So also check Discord where I have an example. So with the 886 rule from an Elliott Wave perspective, right, if you have a 5-wave move up and you go down and you hit the 886 Fibonacci taken from the low to the high, the next move up has a much higher probability of being a C or Y, increasing probabilities to go back down later and take the double bottom. That is the rationale between the 886 and Elliott Waves, yeah. I'm opening my my folder here, like my what's that, PC folder. The indicator with the blue and yellow line is CVD. Make sure to go to my channel, and then if you look for here and then CVD, then this is the video that you want to watch, right? This is where I explain everything about CVD, but also in Discord, I have a good to know channel where you have the CVD one pager, and you can over here, right? Over here, you can download the one pager yourself and read more about CVD. Plus, there's also a link to the video. Yeah. So the blue line is and the yellow line are that's CVD, cumulative volume delta. I'm not sure what's where I get married or moving to Dubai. I mean, Dubai is a nice place. You definitely need a car there to go around. Like the Netherlands is very small. Everything can be done by train. But in Dubai, it's a very nice place. But yeah, you need a car. And I've not been in Dubai long enough to know what the lifestyle is like. But I've been to like all the hotspots with the chauffeur that I had during that day. And it was great. I had a great time. I know also from a tax perspective, it's a nice place to be, of course. Can I take an entry to the downside? Well, probably be after you ask this question. I already told about the 6 steps because you, sir, do not have a plan or a strategy, which is what you need to have. 6 steps. Thank you, Andrew. That is exactly the best answer to this question. So what Andrew writes is indeed what you have to do to answer your own question. Can I take an entry to the downside? Yes, you can at any time. That depends on your plan or your strategy, and you develop a plan or strategy by trying as many free tools as you can. Find your favorites, build statistics, combine some of your favorites, build more statistics, tweak and adjust the combination to improve statistics. Step 5 is start trading the combination with a low budget and work on your trading psychology. And step 6 is increasing your budget and then get used to bigger losses. So increase your budget slowly. Follow these 6 steps. You have a high probability of being long-term profitable, and it also avoids you asking these type of questions because it shows that you don't have a plan, which is recommended, right? So those are the 6 steps to go through, which takes a lot of work, but if you want to like make it in the industry, long term, not short term, it would be very good to go through these. That's a good step 7. Get yourself a power tower. Do some dips. Always put your cap backwards. That's a nice one as well. For sure, we will have a drink when you come over. Up for several collabs before we meet in person. Absolutely. I also now got the collab cam or whatever in Streamlabs after doing one with Alexo Crypto. I had to get some experience in how everything works, but yeah, absolutely, man. Like, we're gonna have a drink in person. That I look forward to it. I look forward to having a drink with you in Dubai. Yeah, that's cool. Even though like I'm only there, at least I am planned to be there December next year because of a championship. I don't know if I might be there before that time. Maybe I am, but I nothing is planned. But I already know I'm gonna be there next year December. That's 100% happening. So. Yeah, this year I'll be in China in December. Next year I'll be in Dubai, and the year after I'm going to be in the USA, and the year after I'm going to be in Baku in December. Every December. Last year I was in Saudi Arabia. The year before I was in Turkey. The year before was what was the year before? I forgot. I don't know. Yeah, look forward to that, Andy. Absolutely. I look forward to having a drink in Dubai. Nice sunshine. Thank you, Wilfred. Thank you. I promised Kun 10K subs as a wedding gift. Ooh, yeah, it's just, the thing is that because of everything that's happening now with marrying yesterday, and South Africa coming up, international guest here, I didn't have the time to go and upload 3 times a day and stuff, right? So it slows down the subs, of course, but that's no problem. Quality more important than quantity. If I would upload while I'm very busy and I have an international guest here and I'm sitting in some random pub in Amsterdam, and then I upload a video from the pub, do you think it's not going to be great quality, right? It's going to be messy and sound, and so quality above quantity. And also, if I can't upload 3 times a day because of other stuff, usually I can do the morning, right? Even now that we have the guest here and the wedding stuff, I can still upload in the morning now, but then I try to be a bit more like cover a bit more time frames in the morning, so like higher time frames as well, cover a bit more stuff so that people are prepared for the whole day. That's also correct, Marcus. Yep. Gotta find your trigger. People can go short and long at all times. It just depends on your strategy. What were the indicator you showed a few minutes? This is CVD, right? CVD, cumulative volume delta. The blue line is the aggregated CVD, and the yellow line is Bybit. And the only reason I use this one is because once I started back in the day with trading, I started on Bybit. Not anymore. I don't use it anymore, like the platform. But because I got used to reading the Bybit CVD line, I still use it because because every CVD line is a little bit different. If I would use the BingX CVD or Binance CVD or Coinbase CVD, it's going to be a little bit different. But I got used to reading these two, and that's why I still use these two. But they are both as relevant. It's not like, that's usually quite a common question, is one more relevant than the other? But that's not the case. They're both as important, yeah. We're gonna have a drink of water. I am married. YouTube is my man cave. Give it another 19 years, Koen. You'll be doing 24-hour streams, probably. We already got a 6-hour and 43-minute live stream in, so and that in year 1. So yeah, I don't know. Like eventually, if we reach 10K subs, 25K, 50K, 100K, like I don't know what I have, like what does one do when you reach these numbers? Like what kind of special thing? I mean, I did a big altcoin stream, of course, so that was quite cool for the 1-year anniversary as well. But yeah, gotta think about it. That's exactly right, Mark. Married too. Okay, cheers, Salman. I'll get you connected. I'll get you sorted out. It was before I knew you were my dad. You went for cigarettes to the store 15 years ago. Thank you, Gatsuko. Appreciate it. Yeah. You scalp imbalance on the 1 minute. Yeah, you can easily find many probably long and short setups during the day. I heard Andy sold his Mustang for a camel. Yeah. You know what is nice about Dubai and just the Middle East there is the deserts, man. You can just get a motorbike, get a quad, and just cross, like have fun. You can't do that in the Netherlands. Is respecting that level? What do you mean exactly, Josh Balderrama? Formula 1 starts next weekend. Hell yeah, finally. So I actually didn't even have time to check if Drive to Survive is out yet. Is it out? Is it out? Out. Is it already so? 16 hours ago. No, this is 29. It's a new... Flotty, is the new season out? When is it out? Is it already out? I think so, because they're writing about it in the news. 23rd of Feb. Oh, yesterday. Okay, I gotta watch it. Mate, I was marrying yesterday. I didn't even check Netflix and all. Oh, and I want to watch it with my fiance, but her sister is here as well. Well, she just has to watch. I want to watch it before I go to South Africa as well. Yeah, Formula 1 starts next week as well. Did you watch the training for it? You watched the training, the pre-season testing? When in Mallorca, so it can be in me. I have no idea what I just read. Koen's travel show. Yeah. I don't know. There was this one comment one day that said, "Hey, can you make vlogs as well?" Yeah, I don't really think I'm a vlogging type of guy. I would need a separate cameraman to come with me and then, you know, follow the trips if I have international stuff going on. But yeah, it's not really something on the agenda at the moment. No. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate it. Thank you. 50 people watching this. I've got to thank Koen by smashing the like button. Are we at 100 now? Hey, 104. Jeez. There you go. Made it into the 3 digits. Will we ever see 1,000 likes during a live stream? You probably would need, like, just like Andy. Andy is at what, like 75K subscribers or something, and he can get 500 likes or something, I believe. So, holy moly. 200k subscribers. We are still far away from that number. Far, 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 far. I mean, look at us go. We're literally talking about 8.6k now or something. Black Swan to 12k. Not anytime soon, at least. We would need to see on a daily time frame like big weakness from an Elliott Wave point of view, impulsive structures to the downside to even start talking about 12k. So at the moment, this is not really something we're looking for now, but yeah, we first need to wait for strong local weakness and impulses to the downside, which we don't yet see. Like clockwork is what we like to hear. Maybe a band-aid. When you get to 100k, just don't change anything. This is what brought you 100k. People get crazy changing things that work. Just do it the same. Yeah, I actually agree, right? Like, don't be you. Same when I was a professional esports player, and you first play at home, and then you play at LAN parties, and then you play at national events, and then you go to global events, and you play in front of thousands of fans. You gotta be you. You know, don't change. I completely agree, and you can upgrade things like upgrade a thumbnail or yeah. Upgrade shorts like YouTube Shorts or Business Sock, but stay close to your own like the analysis videos. You know, like they can improve, but it's only small minor improvements or things. But it's mainly the same, right? So, but I try to improve some things over time, maybe, which I already did in the first year as well, and I continue to improve things. But it won't really change the concept of my videos where I go through the highest probability scenarios per time frame and end with the probabilities. So yeah, and 100k is still it's so far away. Like, it's interesting to talk about those numbers when we're only at, what is it now? I don't even know at how many we are now. 8.6, I guess. So we were at 8.5 before the stream, but we were like 5 away from 8.6. So I guess we're at 8.6 now. So yeah, just do the same. Pretty much. And of course, there will be other things that one can do as well, like yeah. I have some ideas, but the content on YouTube doesn't change with these ideas. Yeah. My morning calls are normally a dump. Taco Bell dinner. And good morning, toilet time. Saturday night live stream. Let's see, the laundry. We usually do it in the evening as well. It just works. The wife now, yeah, it's crazy. F1, you're married. All privileges are now revoked. Congrats. Really happy for you both. Hope you have a long and happy life together. Thanks, T-Exam. What's up? How you doing? Good to see you popping into a live stream once in a while, man. Appreciate your kind words. All privileges are now revoked. Yep, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. She's a big Formula One fan as well. She knows more about so this is typically the guy and the girl, I suppose, where I focus on the racing, the teams, and of course I know the drivers. But she knows, the girlfriend of this driver is shopping there and eating there, so we have to shop there and we have to eat there, and he broke up with her because of this, but now he is dating the friend of his ex-girlfriend, and I don't think that's great, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's funny, but but she also loves the racing and she loves Formula One as well. She very much enjoys it. I got her into that actually many years ago. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I gotta get used to saying wife now. It's like paper wife, but still wife. Yeah, exactly. I started paper dating. Oh. It's a demo wife, demo trading, demo dating, demo wife. On the paper sofa. Yeah, I think that actually might happen. Yeah, shit. Hopefully she's not watching the stream. I have no idea what she's up to. Let me have a look. Oh, she did reply to maybe a band-aid with the $10. She said this is so sweet with a heart. So we're live in the YouTube verse. The Fox, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, man. Hello from Baku, Azerbaijan. Yeah, I'm familiar with Baku because of Formula One as well. It's a great track. It's a great track. I love watching the Baku Grand Prix. Fly Phoenix, how you doing? Started watching you a week ago. I don't understand anything. Then you're at the right place, but I like your videos. That's what I like to hear. What's up, Fly Phoenix? Thanks for hanging out, and hopefully in time you'll understand a bit more. So I try to make Elliott waves as simple as possible in the videos, but it remains complex theory. So I try to make it very simple, as in this is the target area, this has the highest probability, right? That's why I have the probability section at the end of my videos, where I say highest probability is it's upside, downside, it's neutral, we wait for more info, whatever it is, plus showing the areas of interest per scenario. And yeah, hopefully that helps to give people some insight. And also I educate while providing an update, like I pull these fibs from there to there, and I'm looking for this and that. And so hopefully you'll get better in time. Are you Dutch? Yes. I live in the Netherlands, correct. I'm Dutch. When AI chicks start rejecting me too. Moon Boot Boy, such a tough life, eh? That proves you married a woman or a gay, but I doubt that. Keyboard warriors. Space Monk, I also just try to listen, watch, and learn like kids learn to speak. Yeah, it's a lot of information with Elliott waves. There's so much happening. Which is also, first of all, I very much enjoy live streams, but during live streams I can also elaborate a bit more, explain some more stuff, answer questions, which hopefully helps people to understand Elliott waves more as well, besides trying to keep the videos as simple as possible so people can follow what's happening and what we're looking for. New Wi-Fi channel. A new Wi-Fi channel. Well, talking about her like a channel, she actually, for her new company, she is thinking about starting an Instagram page where she is gonna post updates of her work and what she's doing. So it's not YouTube, but maybe she is gonna, like, we actually spoke about it. I actually think YouTube would be great for her as well, with what she's aiming to do, but it just takes a lot more work in her case compared to the videos I make, because you need to have, yeah, she wants to go in real estate, and then you need to take different shots and edit them together and put the music on it, and so but you, at the beginning, most important is just make content. If you want to be a content creator, look, I'm talking as a noob here. I don't even have 10k subs. I also still don't know what I do. I just share my analysis and knowledge. People come. They and I thank you for that, right? I love the engagement. I love talking to you all. But the most important thing is starting and not thinking about the barrier of I don't have the microphone. Oh, I only have my shitty phone, or I don't know how to edit or all that stuff. Just start and upload, start, and and you'll get better in time. But get in the habit of creating the content is more important than buying all sorts of stuff for videos in the beginning. So Fly Phoenix, I love the way you explain it. Honestly, I've watched lots of bloggers in the cryptos in this crypto thing, but I came back to you. Thanks, Fly Phoenix. Good you came back here, and yeah, there's quite some channels, I suppose, that do Elliott Waves. Not too many, actually. Like I only know a few, maybe a handful of channels, but that's about it, actually. I don't really know, but I mean, the moment you like pure Elliott Waves, right? Of course, there's channels that cover like trend lines, patterns, and then out of nowhere they have an Elliott Wave video and they talk like experts, but that's a bit weird. No, I'm talking about channels that are dedicated to Elliott Wave analysis. There's not too many. Wow, I love Elliott Waves, man. I love the puzzling. That's so cool. Moving into Andy's mention as we speak in Dubai, and I guess that's John to see live visual ASMR wave counting. Yeah, George, you did not forget the live wave counting we did. It seems, eh? You really enjoyed that part. Some live thinking, live Elliott Wave counting. Ashley can make me a mod. I'm sure we sell the house like candy. We sell houses like candy. I'm thinking about like, how would that go, right? Like YouTube, but you start at zero, so of course she has to build her subscriber base, and then the bigger the channel will work as a marketing instrument, of course. And then yeah, I mean, you can definitely sell houses through the channel eventually, but yeah, I think social media is very interesting for what she's doing, but she already, of course, has to start selling and working on her portfolio and all that stuff while making content, and then at a later stage the content can create more selling. Yeah. You've never heard about Elliott Waves before? Yeah, I mean, there's so much that you can do in trading. It's the Elliott Waves is just a small portion of it, but yeah, there's so many styles, so many technical analysis, so much different ways of analyzing the chart, and in a way, Elliott Waves is probably the first thing that people see if they're new is trend lines and patterns. And then the question is, do they get in touch with other forms of analysis, order flow, Elliott Waves, the DOM, And Elliott Waves is, I don't know, it's well known but not well known. It's not too big of a group, I suppose, of traders that use Elliott Waves because it is so complex. There's so much theory and so much you have to know before you can really trade Elliott Waves successfully and analyze the charts well. Even I had a period where I quit Elliott Waves for 2 months. For 2 months, I did 0 Elliott Waves because I got pissed off on Elliott Waves. Like, just, it didn't work. I didn't get it. It was, I don't know, like, it's already a while ago, like 2 years ago or something. Probably my first year, October, November, or somewhere. I was like 8-9 months in, and I was like, "Fuck this!" Right? It's not working. I don't get it. Or I'm still doing. After 2 months, I got back into it still because it's still attractive. I got pulled back into doing Elliott Wave counts, and then you learn something new and you're like, Now I know. And then you have motivation again, and you continue, and then you have your next problem, and you're like, oh shit, I still don't get it. And it just continues like this for a while till the moment you reach a certain level. Yeah, definitely a lot of ups and downs trying to learn Elliott waves. The same is true with developing my own personal trading strategy, though. I trade Elliott waves, but that's more swingy. The personal day trading strategy it's the same. It's lots of data, lots of statistics. Oh damn, this doesn't work. Oh, but this works, and then shit, I can't. No, it doesn't work, and then yeah, it's lots of ups and downs. Till eventually you get to like a stable, consistent strat, and that's when you start growing. With local marketing, dominating Google's first page is easy when you utilize YouTube videos. You can get 3 to 6 something if the first page for targeted local keywords in less than 3 hours. Dave Digital. Do you do marketing yourself? That's interesting. I'm not much of a marketing guy per se, but I do know. I think if people look for CVD, Bitcoin CVD or something, they find my page. Oh, you read this, by the way. Let me explain this. Ovulation chart, everyone, is because of Moon Boot Boy, okay? Just so you know. before people start thinking, he married yesterday, what he's looking for, right? It's because of Moon Boot Boy, no? Shit, what were we looking for now? What was I... oh, wait. There was something where there was a search term. Oh, here we have one. It's not high up, but there was another search term where on YouTube my video is quite high apparently. I forgot the exact search term, but yeah, that's quite cool to see. It's a lot of stuff to find. Oh boy. I have to go. Have a great evening, guys and girls. See you at the bus stop. What's up, Moonboot Boy? Have a good evening yourself. Wave Force will make you quit Elliott waves. Yup. I know, right? Wave Force. Are you trading today or just going over the charts? I'm already in setups from lower. Today I have not traded. No. I kind of explained also from an Elliott wave point of view why in the analysis at the end in the probability section. I still got longs running from lower, so you know, just managing, and yeah, today nothing happening. No, just talking. Uden Bill, welcome, man. You'll thank yourself later that you found Kun. Thanks, Mark. I bookmarked the Elliott wave in your bio. I'm interested in it now. Elliott waves is mega interesting. Like, I would recommend I have 2 links in the description underneath the educational title. So it's bit.ly /Elliott wave detailed, and then you have Elliott wave more information. Start with the detailed one, which is this website. And this is by far one of the best that I have found on the internet. It's such a good website. Doesn't necessarily include every detail and everything that you will see me use, but this is definitely one of the most complete websites that you'll find. So and you can also, you know, have the pictures and you see the what's common, less common and stuff. It's very good. Yeah. Little bullish CVD here played out. It's all very local. Daily naked point of controls resistance. First real resistance to the upside, really. Same day from Frankie Candles. Your link, yeah, possibly, yeah, cookies, yeah. But also, if you do, what's that? If you have the browser, the what's that? If you go to incognito, it also appears the CVD video, which is cool to see. To rank on YouTube for specific specialized search terms, just make 7 videos targeting those keywords. Use the keywords properly in the title, description, and vocally in the video. Yeah, I heard actually that mentioning the keywords in the video is one of the most important. Description apparently is less important. Title is okay, but in the video is most important. Because YouTube picks up the words that you say in the video, and it gives the highest rating to position videos. Always immediately share it video to at least 2 platforms. I mean, on YouTube it's just YouTube. With the shorts we do TikTok and YouTube. If we look at the Shrimps wallet, 0.4 to 1 Bitcoin, this chart is on an all-time high. Is this a bad signal? No, it just shows that so far many people have been buying, and most people are in like a profit. They're just holding. So there's just more retail that has bought Bitcoin between 0.4 and 1 BTC. Now, of course, in a way, that basically means, as it is at an all-time high, as you say, that people are expecting Bitcoin to go a lot higher, right? All-time highs. It shows the greed in the market. It's like a greed fear index, I suppose. It shows a lot of the greed in the market. And what I think would be very interesting is to have at least a bit of a deeper retracement to the downside eventually once we see local weakness. Have a bigger retracement to the downside and stop many people out instead of just continuing up and everyone is profiting and la-di-la-di-la, everyone happy, all-time highs, 100K next, and no one loses. I would love to see fear in the market before the continuation. Because at the moment there's no fear. It's just only bullish stuff all the time. Oh, 1 second. My wife is calling. Better pick up the phone. No? There we go. So, sister of my wife is now doing her nails, and my wife, damn, you got to get used to that stuff. It sounds so old, man. She's doing a couple of other things while her sis is at the nails, and then they come home. Yeah. On X and other social. Oh, a link to the YouTube video. Yeah, I suppose that's something that I can do. But like, so for example, on Twitter, Dave, are you like a marketing dude? Like, is that your work? Title and description matter less when you become the industry standard. Pretty important during growth. Yeah, I do have a title and a description where keywords are positioned. At least I thought about the keywords in the title and the description when I made them. But look, I have a Twitter, which is in the description, but I don't do anything with it. The only reason it's that I have it is to avoid people getting scammed. So I have an official link in the description. Eventually, I probably will start to use it, but at the moment I haven't yet. But only using Twitter to post a link to the video, would that be like useful? Would anyone, because people of course are probably subbed on YouTube, so they get a notification or what else. Do you think it's worth it to just upload whenever I post a video online, to copy the link, post it on Twitter, and then just poof, you know, post it there as well, but not have any other updates? Because I don't really tend to post things on Twitter yet. Yeah. So just YouTube videos, a Twitter timeline full of links to the newest update. Oh. Soon baby Elliott. Yeah, what will the name of the baby be? Wave 3. WXY. Like, I think Elon Musk was like, I want to name my kid to like corrective structure in Elliott Wave. I think people forget Bitcoin is a risk asset. Maybe it's not a risiko asset anymore. Yeah. When everyone gets greedy, be fearful. When everyone is fearful, be greedy. Right? To be she's not single. I asked for a friend. Unfortunately, she also has 2 kids. Dave Digital, hobbyist. I see. So a hobby marketeer. I mean, it's good to know. But I wonder if you know a lot about marketing, do you use it in your work, or is it purely hobby? Because you might just become your own, like you can have your own small like solopreneur company doing marketing for companies, and you know, like if you know a lot about it, at least more than the average, I can imagine. Fibonacci is a good name. Yo, see you later, Space Monk. Thanks for hanging out. Space Monk out. Dave J, you should find a way to bring value to X. This is the platform that is second to YouTube. At least comment on industry videos. Yeah, so far I don't see any thing that I would do different compared to YouTube on X. Like, if you post on X, I prefer to say Twitter still actually. But if you post there, like other stuff than just posting a link of a YouTube video, you need a bit of a concept. Like you need a new concept to post on Twitter. No idea what I would do there. I need to think about that. Yeah. Eloise. Yeah. Gatsuko, my wife is the first 5 years. The commander is the following years and beyond. Yeah, it's scary, eh? I mean, industry posts on X, not videos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like news and industry, and yeah, I see. I mean, you can post analysis there. Like you can post a chart and write about it, but I know it's for news and stuff, it's a common platform, and I'm not sure how good it is to share analysis. Like I could like share one count in the morning and post that on Twitter. But yeah, that's also where YouTube comes in. Yeah. I need to think of something that's different compared to what I do on YouTube, posting one chart a day or something like that. Baby Elliott to the moon. Will be a very profitable trader. It's not that difficult, but X is a swamp. Get used to the shit and the trash. Yeah, I see it. Expect analysis is very valuable. Yeah. I can pick like one chart or one Elliott Wave count, and then post that on Twitter. Just post a picture, post a picture on Twitter. Write something, and then do that once a day. I don't know how much one should post on Twitter, but start once a day, pick account, upload it once a day, and then see how it goes. Yeah, has potential. Has potential. Okay, everyone. As also my wife and her sister are coming soon, we pretty much went through all the questions and everything that happened. So pretty much wrapping it up. Gonna do some other stuff. 80% value, 20% chill. Yeah, I provide to be in the 80% value area. So it can be interesting to share one specific account because I have multiple folders here. So I just open one, share that, write a bit of text about it, and then upload it on Twitter once a day, and then choose a different scenario or new scenarios. So yeah, but this is also where it starts to take more time. More platforms equals more time, equals eventually more of a team. But I'm literally 8.6k subs. So it's time will give me experience because I still have no idea what's actually going on. I just go with the flow and think about that would be some. I'm creating a mind map with YouTube in the middle because there's so much happening. So yeah, but okay, everyone, thanks for hanging out. It is it is that time of the live stream where I'm gonna go. And we've been online for 3 hours. Solid, not too shabby. Use your keyword strategy and inform it across platforms. Oh, there's so much that comes to marketing and blows my mind. Stressful. Yeah, Dave Digital, I think we need a convo someday. Next live stream, we continue the conversation. I'm very interested, though. I'm very interested. Yeah. Dr. Daddy, George, Skywalker, go to the wifey. Well, she isn't home just yet, but she will be. So, yeah, Gatsuko, thank you. Regarding social media, Finn's a social media manager to make life easier. Yeah. Eventually, that's an idea because one person only has so much time. And I want quantity over quality. No, quality over quantity. So I prefer to focus on the quality and then, quantity with different platforms. That's on number 2. But yeah, it is important if you want to grow a channel to decent size, like Dave says. There's a lot to learn. Marketing is simply adding new habits to your routine and being consistent. Yeah, it's just like the YouTube channel, really. Yeah, thanks, Dave. I'm very interested. Very, very interested. That's the case. Should be too busy. Should be too busy making the hotel mates lives hell for the cleanup. Yeah, it's just about doing it eventually. But the new habit, of course, takes some time. So it's about matching time and what you do with other habits. You got to remove something to add something. So it's definitely something to think about, and it's very interesting. It will definitely help the channel move forward. So, yeah, I'm inspired. Focus on your topic. Let others do other jobs. Yeah. We'll see where things go. It's like I said, it's a lot is happening. I have no experience with all of this, so it's just go with the flow, learn from what we're doing, like literally, and ask for feedback from the community all the time. So yeah. But that being said, it's time to move. So daily probabilities only on Twitter. That might be a good one as well. Just share the probabilities. Put the video online. Share the probabilities online with one video and then ta-da. So yeah. Gut. Oops, that was my ring. Oh, what's up, Nitesh? How are you doing? Doing good, thank you. Welcome. We're actually just wrapping up. Get, this is not reasonable for a new creator growing. What is get? Which movement? Highest probability short term? I would recommend, before I go back into analysis, we went through it. I would recommend doing the checking out the analysis. Short term is probably at minute 40 or 50 into the live stream, because I gotta go now. So, yeah, definitely inspired. So we'll chat about this another time. So yeah, Nitesh, if you just started trading, let's finalize with the 6 steps. Low amount of budget in your account. You're not going to get rich quick. You're going to get poor quick if you put a high amount of money in. Follow the 6 steps. Try as many free tools on TradingView as you can, indicators and the other tools. Step 2, find your favorite tools, build statistics. Step 3, combine different, like several of your favorite tools, and build a strategy, build more statistics. Step 4, tweak and adjust, meaning add a tool, remove a tool of the combination, build more statistics. And then step 5, start trading. Work on your trading psychology in step 5. Low budget trading, work on your trading psychology. And then step 6, increase your budget. And then, yeah, get used to bigger losses. So, yeah. Any trade? Yes, I have 2 longs from lower, no shorts at the moment. Okay, everyone, hope you have a very good day, afternoon, night, morning, wherever you live in the world. It was great being here. Dave Digital, also thanks for sharing some of your stuff. Nitesh, another time I can go in a little bit more detail with these 6 steps, but yeah, we definitely have some suggestions to get started. Also, find a community is a great suggestion because you can ask questions. So yeah, thanks everyone. I answered the question about the trade already, Jet. So as mentioned, any trade, I'm in 2 longs, not in any shorts. So and I'm in longs from lower anyway. So yeah, thanks everyone, and I'm gonna catch you at the next one. Cheers. Nice timer, KEGW.